Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 217. I'm your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Ben Barris.
Yo.
Marc Augustiniak.
Hey.
Matt Zellner.
The Orioles are dead.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. It's October, which means, Ben, I've only got one question for you. Mommy, can I go out and kill tonight? Oh, man.
Dude. Misfits, Danzig, dude. Bingo.
I was walking the dogs the other night, and it was like fucking 40 degrees out, and there's leaves blowing everywhere.
Yes. Oh, was
winds
that
are howling.
The windy night?
Yeah.
Dog.
It was so good.
That was so fall.
I popped on the AFI cover of Misfits Halloween.
Oh, respect. I don't
Pumpkin Burning in the Night.
What's that band? Gerard something?
My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, they do a Misfits song, and it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah?
Yeah, I forgot what song it is, but it's pretty decent. I remember hearing it.
Here's what happened with me and My Chemical Romance. I liked them when I was a boy. I saw them at the Warped Tour. They were not great live.
A young boy?
Yeah, see where you're going. By the time that song came around, I went, I wanted nothing to do with them. I was too cool for My Chemical Romance.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm a grown-ass man. I can make up my own mind.
Yeah.
Go back to that first album. Decent.
I'm gonna have to try that because I was definitely too cool.
Yeah, you get to
For
that
my
point where
band
you're
back
like,
in the
I've never listened to them.
Yeah, well, same with
I'm not a
what's
cop.
that? The band, the what? 2113.
Rush?
No, they split.
Oh, Coheed.
Yeah, Coheed.
You were too cool for Coheed?
No, you were the one that made me realize that. Remember, I was like, dude,
yeah.
fuck this band, Slayer. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you were just like, dude, they made a song 2113, and I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
they kind of just sound like Rush. So now I have to like it. Yeah.
You remember when we were in a band and I used
Yeah.
to be able to hit the notes like Claudio Sanchez?
Yeah.
But then I started smoking.
Yeah,
well,
that
I
was before we
smoking
had hair on our
cigarettes.
balls too. So
Yeah,
I mean, I still don't. But
We were there.
were we?
We were in late high school at that point.
Well, I already had hair like 4th grade. So
Yeah. But I could hit it,
yeah.
and then cigarettes killed that.
I'm forever in puberty, so I might.
That's all right.
I can try.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
As I deepen my voice. It is October, which is very exciting for me, for us. Means we got a new cover story, which we'll talk about later. Before we do that, before we check in with the rest of you, I gotta crack open a drink, but I don't know which one I should have. So
Oh shit.
I need your guys' expert opinions. I stopped at the so on my lunch break today, or a break. I got I went to a little bodega and I got myself a Full Throttle. I don't know the brand or the flavor. It just said full citrus, so I do know the flavor. It was citrus, and the can had an eagle holding wrenches.
Yeah.
And at the top it said "Work hard, drink smooth," and I went, "Okay."
That should be on a 40.
So now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go. Let's get weird with some energy drinks tonight. So I picked up a the Monster Energy Juice.
I'm liking the design.
Mango Loco. It's got a little Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, I dig.
Steam-
I dig.
I'm all about that.
So do I
Mango
drink
Loco.
that in honor of October and Halloween and our Dark Lord, or do I drink Monster Punch Ballers Blend?
Jesus Christ. Dude, they go all out.
As much as I love the Ballers Blend, the Dia de los
Yeah, I feel like it would
Muertos.
be a lot
Maybe I'll
more-
do this later on for
Yeah.
like a late night, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
That
yeah.
late night,
Yeah.
smooth. All right,
Yeah.
let's
More
put this
like
one down here.
It's like ballers, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good news
Easy,
is
easy, easy.
there's an eyelash inside of my eye now.
Oh, I just thought you had a stroke.
Yep.
No.
So there's that. I'll deal with that. Matt, how are you?
Great. Kinda. The Orioles season's officially done.
Okay.
All
Ravens.
162 games
So
have
the
been
Ravens,
played.
so.
Yeah?
They're done.
All right.
They suck. It's
All
all
right.
right. Next year, we're gonna win it all.
Sorry, he wrote it down on his phone.
That whole
You
quote,
wanna-
that whole sentence.
you want to share with the class what you wrote?
Yeah, I said it before.
I know.
I said the Orioles are dead,
Uh-huh.
and then I was going to segue into the Ravens. The Ravens are dead.
Yeah.
And
All right.
it's right there in the notes. Want to make sure I touched on
Orioles
both of
are
those
dead, the
points.
Ravens
I just
Yeah.
like that you wrote it. That's
Yeah,
all.
actually, during the game, Ravens were actually falling from
Yeah.
the
That's
top
cool.
of the stadium.
Yeah.
And died.
Ooh. Oh, man. I am
That
fucking...
tastes like blood.
No, I wish. But it's...
I should have been drinking that while the music I was listening to on the way up here.
What
Would
were
have
you
been very
listening to?
fitting. Oh, Oh, I always have the Spanish station.
Oh my god, that Spanish station's so good.
I always have that on my radio.
I went through when I lived in Virginia. I went through a phase after work
When
on
the
the way
fuck
home.
did you live in Virginia?
I lived in Virginia with Barb for like a summer.
Ain't nobody know that.
Yeah, man. Well,
Alright.
So I went through a phase when all I listened to a radio was the Mexican station,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, dude, these jams are bumping. It's like
Yeah.
if you're in a bad mood, full volume.
If this is a
Straight
phase,
up.
it's been like a 2-year phase.
No,
I
that
don't
one
change the
night-
station. Usually it's Spotify hooked up. When it's not Spotify, I don't change that station. It just stays on
Okay.
107.9.
It's crazy. Like they're all good.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a bad song.
Yeah, no.
They're all good.
That one cover of what was it?
I was listening to that on the way up here actually because I decided to put it on Spotify afterwards. And
Yeah,
she also
yeah,
did
yeah.
a cover of like a Shawn Mendes song, I think.
Mm.
I don't know what that means,
I'm not
but
sure.
there's
I know
a.
who Shawn Mendes is.
I don't.
We don't talk anymore. Is that him? Maybe not.
No,
I don't know. You'll like it though. You'll really appreciate
All
it.
right. This was a cover. What was the one we heard? It was a cover of Adele's "Hello," right?
Yeah. These are all like sad songs, and she makes them happy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's
Yeah, I
really
heard-
just like
It's a mix of emotions. You don't know
There
what
was
to feel.
one they covered "My Way" from fucking.
Usher?
Limp Bizkit.
Stitches.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shawn Mendes sings
he-
Stitches,
oh.
as well as Mercy,
Oh,
and I don't know any other songs. I don't know what just happened here.
what he said.
I don't know.
I broke him. He
Stop.
said there's a cover of "My Way." He couldn't remember who it was by. And I said, Limp Bizkit.
No,
good
the
album.
fucking "Fly Me to the Moon." That guy. What the fuck's his name?
Sinatra?
Fred Durst.
Frank
Fred
Sinatra.
Durst.
Frank Durst. Fred Sinatra.
They do a cover of that
West
of
Point?
Frank Sinatra's "My Way," and it's like so upbeat and happy. It's just dope.
Damn.
So you can take that cookie and stick it up yeah.
Oh man! All right, I'm already crying. Game on.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So remember we talked about volume on the podcast.
Yeah.
You want to get closer, generally, unless you're going to scream, then you pull back.
Yeah.
No, it's a solid white line there. Not fun. You're hurting people's ears.
Only your ears.
Well, there's people listening to this too. Me right now. Them soon.
It's in their cars. They'll be fine.
You just blow out somebody's speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mommy.
Danzig.
Danzig is such a fucking dude. Oh, god damn it.
Danzig.
God damn it.
Danzig, dude.
Yes. Matt, one more thing I wanted to throw out here just to share with the universe. Little thing you and I witnessed the other day. A grown woman scared of an escalator.
Oh, yes, I forgot about this.
Matt and I were wandering around looking for some tiny Super Nintendos.
Mm.
We didn't think we'd find one, but, you know. And we're going up an escalator to leave. And there's a girl at the top of the escalator, and she walks forward to it, and she goes, mm-mm. And just backs up. And her friend or whoever's at the bottom,
There's
like,
her mom.
Mom, come on. And she's like, okay. And she steps forward. She goes, nope. Steps back, wouldn't get on it. And we're like, what the fuck is
How did you get up there?
I don't know.
Stairs.
And we get off. She's got denim heels that are like pencil points at the bottom.
Denim.
Yes, the heels were made of denim.
Yeah, yep.
If
Correct.
a quick glance looked like her jeans just never stopped. You know, like it was just all the way down. And I guess she didn't want to get on the escalator with heels. But what a fucking that was great.
Yeah, that was probably the best moment of my
But
week.
now it's changed me forever because now every time I'm on an escalator, I just watch people to see if anyone
Oh.
what else people are doing. Because my favorite thing is when an escalator is broken, people forget that it's just stairs and they do these like big. Whoa. How do I what?
Wait, this is the Towson escalator? Okay, because there's the some of them are scary. I'll
Yeah.
admit straight up.
Yeah.
Okay. The one in the big main room, that's a little scary. I give her props for that. But I don't know what escalator it was that you guys saw.
It was a fucking
Okay.
just step on it.
Okay.
She would have been fine. She would have been okay. It would have been no big deal.
She would have been scared of those, those ones in the airport that just like
Oh,
are
the people
flat,
people
that-
movers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They just,
God.
yeah, it would have just, she would have been scared of that.
It's like the decline of Western civilization is those fucking
I've never
ground
seen those
escalators.
because I haven't been into an airport since like '95.
Mm.
But
golden days.
first time I saw one of those escalators was in a freaking Geico commercial with the
Yep.
caveman.
Yep.
Just going across and he sees his own like advertisement or something. I forget.
I'm an asshole with those things, man. When Katie and I got back from Puerto Rico, I ran across one backwards, and she didn't want to get on it. She was walking beside her, and I just kept walking backwards. And I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? It was like the middle of the fucking night.
There was that one video where like these people like formed like a bicycle out of themselves, and the other person was like riding over and going across it.
We were fucking... We got off and like... When we flew into Baltimore, the fucking... what do you call it? People. They were there. There was weather, so all the flights were delayed leaving. We got in just fine, but no one could fucking get out. It was bad. And everyone was pissed off in the fucking air. Everyone. Like, and there wasn't a single soul that wasn't upset, except for this single soul right here. I'm walking backwards on these things, smiling at motherfuckers, and they're just like, man, fuck you. I'm not happy. I'm at the airport. And I was like,
Turn that frown upside down.
I know. And plus, I knew I was going to Taco Bell on the way home. So
There you go. They don't have any Taco Bells in Puerto Rico?
I ate.
They actually have real Mexican food there.
Yeah. Well, Puerto Rican food.
Yeah, well, South American. Sorry.
It was good though. I had lots of good food. Speaking of good food, how about some good video games?
This is a video game podcast, right?
It is.
Am I at the right podcast?
And this is a segment called Now Playing, where we talk about what we played in the last week.
Yeah. Aneurysm? Are you all right?
I don't know if I'm all right anymore, Matt.
Go ahead, talk. Good. Just
Some goofy shit happened this week.
Oh, yes. I fucking love this.
What the hell is that?
It's my phone. Sorry.
There's a game called Destiny 2 that is
Oh.
on my PlayStation 4 that I've played a lot of.
Never
Let
heard
me
of this
just
game.
reiterate. Remember this time last week, you were telling me how I would spend $60 on shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept reiterating that it is not shit if I'm going to play it. And then I proceeded to ask you about a Pikachu that I still don't have an
that
answer
looks
to.
great.
And
Sorry.
yeah, I just wanted to remind the listeners. You told me that Destiny 2 was going to be shit for $60. Go
Well,
on.
It's on my console.
What's in your console?
Huh?
What's in your console?
Destiny 2.
Oh, all right.
I beat the story mode. I'm level 20.
Mhm.
My power level is 218.
All right.
Got a lot of legendary armor.
Just the purple, for
yep.
those that don't know.
I played a lot of Destiny 2 this week.
Yes, you did.
It's
You played some with me.
Played some with you. I did PvP. I'm good at it.
I didn't get this
Not bad.
invite. That's funny.
I looked. You were never on. You were on, but you were playing the Nonary games.
You can just text me.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
No,
gosh.
when he played, I jumped into his game.
I probably wouldn't have played anyway. You're right. I was
See? Cop.
We were running through story contests, the stuff you've already been through.
Yeah, no, I logged on
my
one
level's
day.
like 258 or something.
Oh, you're right there for the raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I jumped in one day, and I was going to continue with my story, and I saw he was on, and I was like, oh, I'll jump in. Jumped in for a minute, and then he bounced out to go play hockey, and then I bounced to my own story so I could beat the story.
Mhm.
And a dude from work jumped in on that, carried me to the end.
Favorite planet?
Shit, the one with the cool stuff.
That,
You know?
that's.
He's got that stupid
I
grin
think
on
of.
his
I
face.
think of two planets.
That one with all the cool colors.
Nessus.
I don't know.
Ness is the one that was like No Man's Sky.
Nessus is like, but better.
Yeah. It's the one with like
There's shit to look at.
It's like
in this
red
one.
plants and a green sky and
Yeah,
orange.
yeah.
yeah.
Is it the
That
one
one.
with the Vex?
I don't know. Dude.
The robots.
So here's the thing.
robots,
It is.
yeah.
So I played a lot of Destiny 2. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's Halo.
At all.
It's Halo.
No, it's not Halo.
It's not.
Because Halo, I think, has a more.
But there's
it is.
so many
But it
correlations with
is.
Halo. There's
Sure.
so many.
But I
made
again, as someone who's never played Halo as well,
What's wrong?
caveat,
I thought you
I
did.
never had a fucking Xbox.
We used to play Halo multiplayer.
Yeah, here and there,
yeah.
but
Halo
never
2.
like I never played the story
okay.
content. But my basic understanding of it is there's a really, really good narrative and character development with a little guy named Master Chief. This game, I jump in, I have no idea who the fuck this person is. I have this silent protagonist that looks like Selena Kyle because that's what I did. I made it that. But other than that, there's no interaction other than these other characters in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fine, but a lot of them jump in along the story, and I guess they're from the first one. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But they're, everyone seems happy to see them. I have no idea who the fuck they are. Even like halfway through the game, I was like, I know that guy's the bad guy, but why is he bad? What's he doing? What did he want to do? I don't know.
It's all about light versus dark, in the most literal sense.
Why do you want to destroy the Traveler?
See, but until like the fucking last like third of the game, I thought I was the traveler, and then someone was like, "No, you're the guardian." I was like, "Oh, okay." I thought I was guardian and the traveler, and they're like, "No, the traveler's the big white thing in the sky."
And
And
the
I'm like,
speaker represents the traveler, and you fight for the speaker and the traveler.
"Right," because
to
the
make
speaker's
sure
been
the light-
kidnapped by Ghoul. What's his name? Ghoul.
Dominus.
What? Well, who the hell's Ghoul? Ghoul.
How do you spell it? G-O-L?
It's close like ghoul, you know, but it's like Ghaul. Like
Gal?
Gaul.
Well, it's voice acted. So what do they sound? What do
That's
they
the
sound
thing.
like?
I don't really listen
No?
to it.
Nah.
I thought
Well, I'm
the dude
completely
was
lost.
Dominus. Maybe I'm wrong.
So do you pick a side?
That's my point,
No.
though,
No.
right? Like, I don't even know who the hell. I don't know. I know there's a thing. I don't know. I don't.
So me and you were talking about this when, because I have the game as well.
Yeah,
And
you played some Destiny.
I've been playing, and I'm not quite level 20. I got a later start than you. I'm currently level 17. Around 189 is my power level. But me and you were talking about like the different story elements, and let me tell you what, you might be confused, but at least there's cutscenes and a story and something there, because I said after the first mission, I saw more cutscenes than I did all of the first Destiny.
That's fair. That's fair. I still think that it has a ways to go in terms of just narrative and structure of that shit.
It was a lot like Halo 2.
I don't know. I have no.
It just had a weird cliffhanger.
Yeah, but even
But
this.
Halo 2 had like actual like plot points and weird moments that were like
and to my
climactic and
understanding,
stuff
you
like that.
feel like a connection to
Yeah,
Cortana. You
but-
feel a connection to
Yeah.
Master Chief.
But Destiny didn't have Breaking Benjamin in the final chapter of the song.
That's true.
So
Very true.
I don't know. I just this game is a lot of fun to play. I keep wanting to see what else is there and do more missions. It's fun finding new gear and new guns and new whatever. I'm excited to get ready for the raid and see what that has and all of that. But there's that thing. It's holding back. You know what I mean? It's the story is hugely important in order to kind of maintain my. Because I'm stupid, right? Like I go way too deep on something. Like if it gets its hooks, I'm sold forever. Easy. It's not hard, and I'll buy every stupid little thing. Like I get way obsessive, and I'm not quite there, and I don't know that I can get there because there's not that extra piece.
well, if you want that extra piece, fans put together, I think it's called Book of Sorrows.
Yeah, but that's
See, that was the downfall of Destiny 1. You
Yeah.
had to read these stupid ass cards to understand the story, and that's
I'm just
like,
saying, if you want to go out of your way, I
like,
don't.
I'm fine
I
with
get the
lore
story.
building outside, but I'll at least want plot points A, B, and C like in the goddamn game and not in these cards.
And I mean, there is
and that's what
the-
Destiny 2 succeeds with. Like
there
I know-
are plot points. You're right. It's that character attachment that I'm missing. That's my only thing. There is a plot.
Yeah, I didn't really care for too many of them.
I
really don't like the bald dude with like the
blue
Woken.
face?
Yeah. The one like the
Cracks, Parallax, Parallax. I don't know.
the Lex Luthor mofo with the red armor.
Yeah, the one who
Yeah.
he says like I need my fire team, and then you start scouting Essos, and IO
Yeah,
for the
whatever.
other two.
I don't care about him. He looks like a villain.
I don't know.
I think this
yeah.
game's a lot of fun.
It's
I'm
a-
back in.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
I'm back in.
It's a very basic story. I feel like,
But
there's not much to it.
It's more of a story than Destiny 1. That kind of,
But,
and
like,
that's
so-
sad that it excites me, but it does excite me.
Save the light, fight the darkness, get a keyblade. I don't know.
It's really good. I'm being nitpicky about the story, but I've spent like
Do you have a favorite
fucking hours.
enemy to fight?
Oh shit.
Because mine's the Hive.
I don't even know what the fuck the Hive are.
The
I
Hive-
like the ones that are called goblins and hobgoblins and
The Vex, the machines, right?
I don't know. The ones that look like
The ones you have to shoot in the chest for their critical point.
I shoot them in the face all the time.
But their face falls off and they get real erratic.
yeah.
That's the Vex.
The ones that look like the little guy from Power Rangers.
Yeah, you
Alpha
you
5,
want to
is that his
shoot
name?
the
Yeah.
You want to shoot the chest because when you shoot off their head, they become more aggressive and harder to kill.
So the level where it was all rainy at night and there was like cool flower, like vaporware pictures everywhere. Then you go underground to a nest and there's like all those weird like zombie like people coming after you.
Yes.
That's the Hive.
Got it.
I like that whole
gray,
level. I like
fast-moving
that
people.
entire thing. It was
No,
just,
that was
like-
really good too.
Yeah, and then
right
right after that is Nessus.
I really do. I love like the idea of the villains, right? Like I don't know the backstory. I kind of understand the Fallen, but I had to like read Wikipedia to find out all this
Joe
bullshit.
explained it all to me.
But yeah, like the Fallen are fucking super cool. I think that's rad as shit. But
I don't know because none of the games told me.
They were in.
They were in Destiny 1.
Yes.
But the game never told me what they were.
Right.
So I
What
don't
class
know.
do you go with?
Hunter.
That's what I was thinking.
I am a hunter as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you?
I was a
Titan?
hunter.
Warlock. Yeah.
Titan.
I was a hunter in Destiny 1 though. Too,
Got that
so.
hammer?
I haven't even seen the. I don't even know what the difference. I'm gonna end up. I think doing.
You have
both.
to do 2 side quests to get the other subclasses.
Yeah, I got those.
Oh, okay.
But my subclasses are one's a gun and one's a bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm. Bow and arrow's pretty cool.
I like the what is it, Arc Strider?
That's
Yeah.
got like that staff and you just start fucking going ham.
You fucking go Nightwing or Tim Drake. Not Tim. Not
mine's
Nightwing.
pretty much you either want to be Captain America, Thor, or the Hulk.
That's cool. That's kind of cool.
It's really just hammer shield slamming the ground.
It's a lot of fun. And then I was surprised too because like I never do PvP. I'm terrible at that shit.
Yeah, same.
I
I was saying something like that. Like,
Yeah.
It's actually kind of fun in this.
I didn't do the one you talked about, the like kill confirm or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's not that, but whatever that is.
Yeah.
I haven't run into that yet, but I've just been doing like random whatever matches.
Yeah.
What's really rad is like I think I was telling Matt the other day, like when I play a game like this in an online setting, head to head, when I'm charging at somebody and I'm pulling the trigger and they're running at me and they're firing at me, I'm like, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, you're probably gonna kill me anyway. I'm just gonna stop shooting at you. And I don't know what to do. I get like really.
I always like finish with a punch because the first shot doesn't do it, and it's just like
so.
that's like a Halo tactic where it's just like shotgun elbow.
This is like from across the map. I'm like, you know what? You're probably gonna get me, so I'm just gonna shoot it. So okay, bye. I'm dead now. And I give up way too quick. But this, I'm like committing to it, and I feel more confident doing it. My favorite thing, though, my favorite moment the whole week.
Yeah.
Walking through, it was a plant the charge
Mm-hmm.
thing where you have to defend your
I suck at
whatever.
that one.
Well, you can also win a plant the charge thing if you just murder the other team entirely. So my guys are defending the base. Their guys are coming in and they're trying to get to the base.
Mm.
They're shooting, and I walk around the back, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. And as I get close, that old part of my brain is going, dude, he's just gonna turn around and see you. That's what always happens. 'Cause that's what always happens. I think I'm doing something cool, and someone way cooler than
And
me
he's good smack
takes
in the
me
face,
out.
Yeah.
Motherfucker didn't see me.
Nice.
So I just got real close to him, pulled R1, bop, hit that motherfucker dead. Felt so good. I saved that screenshot or
Did you
saved
teabag him?
No, I don't know how.
Well,
he's circling.
there's always next time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But it just
Yeah.
like that. Whop. And now with my new subclass, I have a knife. So when I walk
Yeah.
up behind people, I'm like, oh, it's so good.
That's pretty cool.
Did you get
This
the sun
game.
shot?
I don't know what that means.
It's a hand cannon, and the crosshair is fire. And
I
when
did
you
not
shoot
get
people
that.
when they die, they burst into flames.
Oh, I need that.
Yeah, you need that.
It's one of
Yeah.
the like best guns in the game. I feel.
Yeah, I need that. But yeah, I'm at the point now where like I'm supposed to choose a faction, and
I think that's limited time though.
I don't like any of them at all.
I must have missed that.
Just go with the one that looks the coolest. It just updated. I
None
don't
of
think
them
you've
look
really
cool.
Been on since.
No, I haven't.
None of them look cool.
I think
The
it was
closest thing to being cool is there's a guy that looks like Marc, but like a green Marc with shorter hair.
Dead Orbit.
Yeah, that one. You see it, you're gonna go.
I know the hairstyle because my character has. I was like, I just look like Winter Soldier.
Yeah. But like that guy, but
I was new Monarchy in Destiny 1. Why? I don't know why.
yeah, see
It was the
those
first
guys
one I
seem
found.
like I don't like those. Those seem like the cops. I don't like.
cool.
It seems like bullshit. Like I don't know.
I mean, well, this game might have more lore to the actual
They're
factions.
like yeah.
I saw red and white and I was like, cool.
See, I like the cool emo guy, but then if you read his thing, the little bio of that faction, it's like, oh, this faction believes that the fate of Earth is already sealed. So it was like way too emo for me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be in a faction. I'm gonna be the other one was the robots, and they're like, we're getting ready for a future war, so join us. And I was like, man, fuck war, peace is everything. I'm gonna go on my own.
Was there only 2 sides?
There's 3, and then there's that
New
Monarch bullshit. But I don't
Monarchy,
like Monarch
Dead
bullshit.
Orbit, and
Future
it's
war robot.
Future War Call.
Well, just try to picture yourself as being somebody who's going to sabotage a faction.
Yes, I'm just gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna stay out of the
I was
faction.
just pick the
But
one
you
you
get cool
hate,
gear.
and then just don't help them.
But you get cool gear out of it.
I don't give a fuck.
It's just extra reputation.
Right on.
I don't want it.
That's my problem with the end game of this.
I'm just saying, like, why do I have to choose a thing, man? I want to be my own man.
I am fine.
Fuck
Because,
everything.
God damn, you can do whatever. I'm just saying, you get extra gear out of it. God.
Because it's a pseudo MMO.
That's the vibe I'm getting from it.
Yeah, no,
It
It
no,
is.
every-
No, it
every-
definitely is.
everything is about the materials.
It's like
Yep.
Guild Wars. It kind of feels like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guild Wars was.
Because the story's
Similar.
over. Like, it doesn't, or not story, but the single player campaign, like, it's done and it's done. Like, and
Millions of chosen ones.
getting through that, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, got it. This is an MMO. Like, it's an MMO that happens to be a first person shooter, which is dope.
FPS MMO.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it better than the first one?
Yes.
From what I'm hearing, yes.
Yes.
It's a lot better than the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I feel like I can test that even though I didn't play the first one because I just never cared. But since I got the second one, I'm surprised that I liked it.
So, this game actually opens really cool if anyone's ever played the first one. First of all, it starts off with some, like, it will read your account and it will relive some, like, moments. And it's just screenshots. It's not even, like, screenshots of your game. It's just kind of like random artwork.
Yeah.
But it would be like, hey, you beat the main story quest of Destiny 1 on this day with whoever. And so, like, it saw, I think the last mission in Destiny 1 is called the Black Garden. It said, you beat the Black Garden. It was just you on this date, and it was, like, in 2015. I was like, damn, the chills. Like, I remember when I was very excited about this game. And then it was, like, a year later, I beat the last part of the expansion for The Dark Below, and I beat it with my friend Nick. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember when we both got these expansions at the same time, and we beat it. It was, oh, man, nice, another chill moment. And then we did it was the same thing for the House of Wolves DLC. And I know if you did the raids and stuff, you would have had, like, that marked as well with, like, the people you beat it with. So it started off like that, and you're like, oh, man, like, I remember all those moments. They were feel-good moments. I'm ready to jump into this. And then you jump in, and everything you know about Destiny 1 with, like, the hub world and where you were for about half of the time, you know, decrypting engrams and buying new gear and doing the Iron Banner stuff, is in flames.
Oh.
And it's fucking cool to, like, just go through this place that was, you were always third person, you never had a gun out in this area, and now everything's on fire and you're shooting enemies in this environment. And I kind of took it as a metaphor, like, hey, we know the first one did not start off well. We're trying to fix things. We're going to start from the ground up. And it was cool to think of it like that until I started playing the actual main quest. I was like, well, this is still Destiny 1.
Yeah.
But, like, that first 30 minutes of reliving those moments that were really cool, seeing what you know so familiarly in the first game in flames, just, like, being burned. And then, like, just all the cutscenes you were seeing. Like, I think I saw 4 cutscenes in the first mission in this game, which I think I can count 3 in the first game. Like, the first cutscene, maybe 4. It was the first one, the beginning of the second mission, one on the moon, which was really epic with the hive, and then the last one.
Wasn't
then that's
the
all I
first game
remember.
it, like, rushed?
Was
it? I can't remember.
Activision got in the way, and there were some production
Yeah, there's
problems, and a
something
lot
kind
of
fuckery
stuff got
going on.
cut.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff got cut.
And then Peter Dinklage, A+ voice acting.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
hello, I'm yeah.
I heard, like, when he would record takes, they would be like, all right, let's do another. And he was like, no,
Huh?
I don't want to do that. And they're just
My
like,
dude.
He's fucking Tyrion Lannister. He doesn't
know.
need to do this shit.
well, Lannister always pays their debts, but this asshole.
Or you just fire his ass and get Nolan North.
True. True.
Destiny's real good.
I
I'm
really
gonna keep
enjoy
going
it.
with it.
I'm scared to play that. I need to stay away from that game. Because I'm hearing you guys talking about it. I'm starting to get the chills. I'm sweating. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like it's that game with me. Because I'm going to be that asshole that does everything.
It would,
And I'm not
yeah.
going to stop until I do everything.
It would pull you in hard.
Yeah.
I'm at a point where, like, last night I jumped in. There was, like, some bullshit side quest I had or something, and I walked in, and it said, like, the recommended power level was a little bit higher than I am, and I was like, whatever, I'll be fine. And then, nope, not fine. That motherfucker, this boss was tough as shit. And had I had, like, another body with me, it probably would have been okay, but this was just too much. But I was at a point where I was like, okay, what else can I do? Like, I'll come back to that, and, like, I'm, like, building this little, and you'll get.
Yeah, the end game, you definitely need multiple people. That's when, like, this game becomes, like, the grind and you need teammates and need your
Yeah.
clan to come through.
Yeah,
and
so like the clan I left, like he texted me right away. He was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh, did you get that notification that I left your clan to join this one?"
I think I'm gonna go back and forth with another clan.
Officer, this the guy right here.
Well, I mean, I pretty much told him I was like, if anything, I don't like. I didn't know how long you were planning on playing this game. 'Cause I couldn't see it lasting that long.
You say,
But I say that, but I don't know. That's just what I was
I don't know
expecting.
either.
I was like, worst case scenario, you can just invite me back.
Yeah.
But they have like they don't need me. They have an empire. Like
Oh, really?
they just sent random invites to so many people.
There you go.
So it's just they just have fodder to like get free shit with.
I did it mainly just because I think it's cool to have a clan called the Free Cheese, and then made our own flag.
I saw a little fall tree.
Yeah. I made it
Dope, dope, dope.
I did a little fall tree. I did a purple, makes it look like it's got a purple sky because demons and,
Like that.
and witches and
Yes.
stuff, and that's basically where we're at. That's Destiny. Probably more on that next week, and for the little while I can, Yeah.
Smelling that level cap.
So Destiny 1 came out 2015.
Yep. 14.
Destiny 2.
14?
14?
I want to say
14.
15.
14.
No.
Destiny
Yeah, it
2.
was the year I graduated college. Yeah, it was 14.
So Destiny 2, it's 2017.
Mm.
Do you guys think there's going to be do you think this is going to be an ongoing,
It's supposed to be. It's
is
supposed
it
to
going
be
to be like a
10-year
Modern Warfare
thing.
kind of thing when not every year, but you're going to get that
Well,
next hit?
Do you remember
I
the?
can just see this being a trilogy.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember the? It might be a trilogy, but do you remember the original leak out of that lawsuit
Yeah.
where it said it was a 10-year plan? It was supposed to be based. I think if I remember correctly, you were supposed to have Destiny 1. The year after, you would have an expansion. The year after, you'd have
2.
Destiny 2, and they had that kind of thing going on. The plans kind of shifted from that initial thing, but even still, you did have Destiny 1. A year later, you had the Taken King, and then a
Yes.
year later, you had, what was the one last year?
Rise of Honor, I wanted to say it is.
Sure. And now you got Destiny 2, so I assume, they'll do that and they'll support it with content, and then next fall you'll get a Taken King equivalent.
Okay.
That's, looking at it in like WoW terms, or kind of like using WoW as an analog, like you get,
It's actually appropriate.
right, but you get like that,
With the
you got that thing,
multiplayer.
2005, you got WoW. 2006, you get the expansion. Like every year there's an expansion of some, I think that's kind of what we're going to see with this. For the next little while. And yeah, I mean, timeline-wise, if they do one every 3 years, by the time they get through Destiny
Rise of
3...
Iron was the name
Rise of
of that.
Iron, that's it, yeah. By the time they get through Destiny 3 and its expansion, so to speak, you'd end up at like 9 years, right?
Give or take.
Give or take, yeah.
So I could see Destiny. I could see it being a trilogy, and then it kind of... But
Probably
already,
spin-off.
like...
Destiny Andromeda.
Uh,
Gonna be
Careful,
anything?
careful. Matt's face just done.
Sorry,
Anything,
Matt,
I'd rather
sorry.
have a Destiny ODST.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will. I'm
Okay, I
gonna.
can see that.
We don't got this.
Or Destiny New Vegas.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna say much more. I am excited to see what comes next from a story perspective. Having beat the
Yeah.
story and seen.
I agree.
I'm going to give advice to the table for those who are playing. Leave the game on a high. 'Cause
Yeah,
if you keep playing and playing just to inch up the power level every 5 hours, that's
Yeah, no,
when
no.
you turn into me and just hate life and you feel like you're
I think
you're
that's my
going to
friends.
work. And that's let's get to the point where we can play the raid maybe 1 or 2 times, and then on a good note, let's leave and wait for more content.
I'll wait for the Sparrow racing at Christmas.
You didn't get spare.
You got
Did
Christmas.
ever-
You guys
did you ever
got
get
Christmas
Sparrow?
news.
Huh?
Christmas news.
Oh, that's true. Oh,
Yeah.
those are the best.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's if the PS ends
I'm
up. Hold on.
excited.
You have
Yeah,
to-
PlayStation Network has to be working.
Oh yeah. It's,
But on the
it's gonna get
27th, when
hacked.
it's back working, yes,
That's
Christmas
true.
news.
True. All right.
So I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised that you like this game.
Yeah, me too. But honestly, there is every once in a while where I have that itch.
Okay.
Every once in a while. Last year, you might recall, I made a new friend called Manu. I had that itch to go jump into a garbage arcadey racing game, and I dove into Need for Speed because it was $8 on PSN. And then this, like, last year, Doom kind of had that FPS thing, and this in no way comes close to Doom.
Okay.
But it was still, it's scratching a similar itch while adding new itches to the proverbial itch.
If
that
you
makes
played
sense.
Halo, like the shooting mechanics actually play a lot like Halo. It's
But-
like the slow, jumpy arcs
Yeah.
and the thing like the
Low
laser.
gravity.
But I
yeah.
get what Ben, like, this is not me.
'Cause
This is
it's
not my
overall-
game.
It's pretty much just a shooter RPG.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It just has like a more mature like
Yeah.
Borderlands vibe.
And
to
I know
it.
Yes.
shooters are they're not your jam. I
Mm-mm.
mean, you'll fuck with them.
Yeah,
Whatever,
yeah, yeah.
Doom. You play. I
But
remember
I'm
you
not
play Call of Duty like a
good
little
at
bit, but yeah, I'm not saying you're not good at it. You just it's
But
not your thing.
that's why I never pursued it, because I'm not good at it. And honestly, like, as I was playing it, I was like, I don't know, 15 hours in or something, and I was just like, huh. I was like, I'm like really in this, and I was like realizing how in it I am, and realizing that I really don't play first-person games at all.
You don't
A lot of my games are either like top-down shit I'm in love with, and then
side scrollers.
yeah, like, and if I'm gonna play anything behind the back, it's a third person behind the
Mhm.
back, or not behind the back, but from that perspective. It's weird, very weird.
Cool.
Yeah. What else you guys been up to, Matthew?
I went back to my Switch for a little bit this week.
Did you?
Got me a little golf story.
Go nice.
I'm waiting to get that.
That's
I like it so far. It's the super like I can only describe the story as like just this super cute and adorable like little thing. I forget all the specific details like going like what I'm about to say, but you pretty much start off as a kid. Like the game opens up to you playing like practice shots with your father like on a golf course, and it's pretty much a tutorial, but like it's a fun tutorial. And the dad's like, oh, there's geese watching, you got pressure on you, and like all the geese keep flying your way and stuff like that. And it's really adorable how they start off the game. And the best thing is after. Like during the whole tutorial thing, your dad's like, "Oh, you got the best swing ever. You're bound to be a pro." And it's like this typical like, "Oh, like you're gonna become a pro." Blah blah blah. Well, it cuts to black, and I think it's like 10, 15 something years later. You wake up and it's like a split screen conversation between you and what I think is like your significant other, whether it's your wife or girlfriend, and like you just look down at the dumps, like,
Oh my god.
like life did not pan out the way it was supposed to.
What the hell?
And then like he's just like, you know what? Screw you! I'm gonna become a golf pro. And he like hangs up the phone and goes to the local golf course.
my man.
And so yeah, you go
I'm
from
digging
there.
that.
You go from there, and like there's just all these dumb mechanics of like you can like literally run around the whole course. Like you can run to hole 3 just randomly, and like you can place up like there's a button where you can just place a ball and just hit it, and you can hit it at people, you can hit it at buildings, and if you hit it at people, there's random like quotes and stuff that come up.
This is my kind of
It's
sports
really
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
good, but like the shocking thing is once you actually get down to the golf part, this is a golf ass game. There's backspin, forespin, approach shots, all the different
Nice.
wedges and irons and woods you expect from a
game. You have to worry about the wind.
winds, slope on greens. It's super like this is like a top down Tiger Woods, but with all these dumb mechanics. And like the dumb mechanics go into like the actual courses themselves. So the first one you go to is like the one you played as a child, and like you go there and you just see all these patches of like grass that's like dug up, and like everyone around the course is saying like, oh, this course is a piece of shit. And you essentially these places where the grass is all dug up are like bunkers, so like you want to avoid all these patches of grass that are dug up. There's gophers all over the course, and there's like a little red circle around them, so if you hit the ball there, the gophers will go get the ball and put you in like a terrible situation in like deep rough or another bunker. So like the course itself plays into it, and it's silly, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And I went to events happen, and you pretty much you go through you start like playing other players at the course, or you're going through training to like become a pro, and you start beating them. And one of my favorite things is like your dad keeps telling you have this beautiful swing, and then you actually go to the coach and he's like, no, I'm not going to train you. Your swing is like awful. Like I don't know who
Yikes.
trained you, but your swing is like the worst swing I've ever seen. So you prove yourself by playing all these other his students, and then he's like, all right, well, go prove yourself. Let's go represent us at another golf course. And then you go to the golf course, and it's like these people like in the Stone Age. There's dinosaur heads like in the middle of the course that you have to avoid, and it's stupid, but like it's really good at the same time. I'm actually stuck on like an RPG element right now, and I don't know if it's like the game. I'm tempted to Google it because I'm almost concerned that the game kind of glitched out on me, But I think I'm just doing something dumb. I'm just going to keep kind of running around for a little bit more before I fall into the. Let me look it up.
Well, I would Bing it, but.
No, I was just gonna ask if you like leveled up and stuff.
Yes, you do. So that's something I want to get into. The leveling system's really clever. So you have like your, I don't know if you're familiar with like all the golf terms like slice and control, like
I don't know shit.
So like
I
know like birdie and par.
Yeah, bogey.
Yeah.
So like when you're driving
Woods.
a golf club, like slice is like your natural bend to the left or to the right.
Okay.
I forget the one that's like to your forehand, but slice is like when you are like shifted too far like away from you. But like there's all these different things that you have to contribute to, but the main thing is your power, and of course your power is how far you drive the ball. But every time you go up the power, your slices become like more sliced, and you have to level them up with the power. And it's really, there's 4 different things underneath the power that as soon as you hit power, like, or you put a point into power, like all the other things like go off, and your swing's not as smooth as it should be at that power level. So it probably takes about 6 or 7 points for you to go up 1 power level, because you have to, you know, give the attributes to the other things. Now, you could just put all your points in power and you just live with like the natural slice or natural ball spin control you have, or you can actually kind of even it out as you go. It kind of leaves you up to that, but I thought it was really clever how they did that. Instead of just doing everything power, not affecting everything else, you have to kind of level up everything with the power. Because like essentially a lot of those golf games, like Tiger Woods, like if you just put up power all the way, like it's... You know, you just drive the ball far and you just control everything else. It's fine, but
yeah, Tiger Woods just had what, the prenup power up.
Yeah,
South Park.
I'm
binging
it real quick.
I just want to. God damn it, Ben. So yeah, Golf Story is actually like a 16-bit like top-down golf game. It's not like your typical like behind the back thing that you see like Tiger
Mario
Woods
Golf.
or anything.
It looks like an old school RPG.
Yeah. But the mechanics are golf mechanics. Like there is like where you make contact with the ball. There fade, that's what it is. Fade and slice. Like precision shots, like you have to adjust where you hit on the power meter to get to the hole, the go for wind. There's a lot of things going on here that it's not just all RPG. There is a true golf game underneath of this quirky little cute little thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm a few hours in, about 2 or 3. But yeah, I'm digging it so far.
Hey, that glitch, Golf Story Dev will be patching the game, so maybe it is something that you're running into.
Say anything about Idle?
It just said it's a whole.
Right.
That's just the art.
I'm not going to get into it here, but yeah, it's something with an idol. I think I have it, but I might not have it. It's weird. I don't think I can progress the story without doing something else first. I think it's really dumb.
It's an extensive list, so.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there
never a good thing. Is it
could,
one guy that made?
I just want to say, like, this could be me just being really dumb and not realizing something, but I might.
No, it could be.
The next time I play it, I think I want to Google what I got to do next.
Price is worth it too.
It's $15, and that's really good.
Yeah.
So what? It's not on Steam.
No, this is Switch first.
Is it Switch first?
This was that Nindy's presentation.
Okay.
Nintendo got the lockdown on some of this shit, man.
That's smart for them to do.
Yeah.
And this is really good too.
On a PC.
It's what?
All games are made on a PC.
Yeah. It's like, how does that happen? No, it kind of seems like a pleasant surprise, because I've also come across people on Reddit. They're like, wait a minute, no, this game is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like some
I'm glad it came out of the
game.
price point it did, and not $20, because there's just too much shit came out around it, like NBA and FIFA.
Yeah, a lot of
shit.
A lot of stuff came out this week on the Switch, but I think that $15 price point is enough to get people in and buying it.
FIFA came on Switch?
Yeah,
Dude.
And,
when was the last time FIFA was on
NBA? So
because it wasn't Wii U,
Long
right?
time.
Wii U didn't really get any sports games.
No one bought it.
EA? I mean, Wii? Holy
Got
shit.
Mass Effect
Probably
3, and that was
Wii.
about it.
Yeah, right.
Wii Sports. We don't need
It
anything.
sucks too because
You're right.
On Wii, not even Wii U.
Yeah.
But I remember when the Wii U was first announced, like the cool idea was that something like Madden would be fucking cool because remember
You had
this is
the playbook on the
but this
gamepad.
is also when Wii U was touted to have 2 gamepads where each player would have one, and the idea is that each player would have their own playbook. You'd be able to do that without your opponent seeing which plays you were running. It's fucking cool, but
it's like the Dreamcast did with the the VMUs.
Yeah, dude.
No,
That's cool. Yeah, Golf Story sounds pretty dope.
that is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I encourage anyone who's interested to try it out. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Who is this? Someone new?
I don't
Have
know
they
who
made
made
anything
it,
before?
and I apologize to the developers.
I think it's one dude, but I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah,
Might
because
be
that
wrong.
article just said one person was patching it, so probably just one guy. That's
Yeah.
cool though. I'm glad Switch is getting shit.
Switch is fucked. This week alone, like last,
It's the most, right?
yeah, fucking like 36 games or something dumb. I don't know. I might be maybe
And it's just the
18.
first year, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad it's happening.
Yeah, and then Doom and all this other stuff is around the corner.
Switch is getting Doom and FIFA.
Skyrim,
Like,
and then the exclusive Odyssey. Like, stuff's coming before holiday,
that
too.
is too good.
And I still think we got another big surprise this fall.
I don't think we got a big surprise. I think we got maybe a minor one. You're not going to get, like, a Smash or anything.
I don't
Smash
think-
is not
Do
coming.
not talk about Animal Crossing like that.
Not like that. I think it's gonna be another Wii U remake,
Probably.
but I think it's coming. I think we're gonna have one more direct before the year's out to talk about something.
Well, that and
No,
Mother 3.
It's
so.
just gonna be a
Yeah, Mother
Neo
3
Geo
will be out,
classic
probably.
collection.
I hate no. I like. There's gotta be something on Wii U that's good. That can come like Pikmin 3 remade or something, or like the Pikmin trilogy brought out on
It'd be
here,
cool
like,
to get Wonderful 101.
or Metroid Prime trilogy.
They
or
should
that.
definitely do Prime Trilogy.
Yeah, definitely.
To lead up to 4, that would be
Yeah,
smart.
that would be
They're on a
Smart.
Metroid high right now. Metroid
Yeah.
Samus Returns is
It's good. And I
She's
think
on her
it's
way to
killing
Mario
it.
Kart. Just wait for it.
But I was about to say Mario Kart, but that already is a thing, right?
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's cool.
Yeah, then going on from that, I started, just very briefly, I didn't play too much of it today, but I kicked off October in the best way possible. I finally started Until Dawn 11 months later after the purchase.
Nice.
You said that Friday, didn't you? You said, "Oh, I think I'm gonna."
I
you
was
said
gonna
something about
start it
yeah.
soon. Yeah. Playing with my girlfriend. I think it's like we're kind of like passing and playing in certain sections.
Nice.
It's great because it's very QTE, you know,
Mhm.
quick time events, and she doesn't know like where square is on the controller. And
Oh boy.
it's great because like I would probably get like a somewhat perfect run,
You think that?
but like all the quick time events, like I don't think I would fail them, and I think that might
You
impact the
think
game.
that?
I'm thinking based on heavy rain.
I know.
But like with her playing, like there's the opportunity of like, oh, she doesn't hit square fast enough, she doesn't hit circle fast enough, and like 3 QTEs and the character's just fucking dead now.
Yep.
So like
Try blame it on her.
that's a very real thing, and I just wanted to see that kind of run where like, not touting my gaming skills, but
It's natural. It's a more
Yeah.
organic. Yeah, I like that a lot. What,
So, yeah.
how do you like it so far?
I like it. We're kind of through like all the prologue stuff. We kind of got all the characters into the cabin again after 1 year later. And yeah, I'm about to walk to this external cabin with Mike and his new girlfriend Jessica,
That sounds right.
or Jess. They're talking about banging when they get to this cabin.
Yeah. They're
So
gonna,
we'll see if they
there-
get there.
Bang
Is there
Until Dawn.
nudity in this game?
I don't know.
Mm,
I did not look up the SRB
There's
rating.
there's curves in this game. There's
Hmm.
you're not
Oh, yeah,
gonna,
there's
you're not gonna
definitely-
see nipple.
Hmm.
You're not gonna see labia.
Hmm.
You're not gonna
Uterus.
no uterus involved.
Urethra.
You're not. Yeah, you're not gonna see testicles.
Just going down the charts.
Yeah. You might get a slip, a crack.
Mm.
Oh,
I don't remember. though.
natural.
Is
I
there
don't remember.
Tasteful side boob.
Mm.
Probably.
There's definitely Hayden Panettiere in a tub.
I forgot she was in this.
Yeah.
And
She- and Rami Malek.
yeah.
I just watched Scream 4 last night. And I was like,
Why?
Oh, look.
Why would you?
It wasn't my choice.
All right.
But
I was told against my
I
will.
watched them all before, and this time I was just like, this did not age well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fucking Mr. Robot's in there. There's a lot of cool.
Yeah, I saw Rami Malek. I was like, oh shit, Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
I was actually just about to ask if it's a girlfriend game, like one you just.
Yeah,
Chill
so
with the
I
girlfriend, you know what I
posed
mean?
the question. I was like, do you want to, once we kind of establish that there's going to be like 6 or 7 characters that you bounce around throughout the main campaign, I was going to ask her, or I did ask her, I was like, do you want to do this like pass and play, like different sections, no matter who we are, just one the controller and I'll take it or whatever? Or did you want to actually like pick out characters and we only play as those characters? And whatever
Ooh.
happens, but we decided with the pass and play.
That's pretty
All
cool.
right.
But we might do a run
Yeah.
where we might only do characters. Like, it depends how long this game is. She's digging it right now, an hour and a half in, so we got some real potential here for something
start
here.
role playing, you get into like fake fights about characters in the
That's-
game.
yeah.
It's funny because there is a character, Matt, who is black. So like I was like, oh well, the first time we saw him, I was like, oh well, I got him. It's the other version of me.
Basically you. Yep.
So it was fun to play with her, and yeah, she really liked it, and we both jumped at different like early bullshit things, so it gets more intense. I think it's gonna be a good time.
Okay.
And we were playing in
excited to
broad daylight too. So
I've got bad memories of that game, and it's not that game's fault. I rented it from Redbox because Kyle and I did a stream of it, and because I rented it from Redbox, right after I did the rental, I got an email code that was like, "Yo, thanks. Here's a free game here's a free rental on us." And I was like, "Okay." So I walked
Tony
right back
Hawk.
up to the machine, and I got Tony
I
Hawk
remember that
5.
episode. I remember that episode.
And boy, is that game a piece of shit. And playing it in succession with Until Dawn really tainted.
Got
I've got
taste.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It sucks. Oh, I forgot Tony Hawk 5 was a thing, dude.
God, dude. I wish I could forget it was a
I
thing.
did, especially after Tony Hawk 2 on.
You should go back and
Friday,
watch
man.
because we did it without updating it, without installing the patch.
Oh.
And motherfucker, that game, what a piece of shit.
Ugh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
sad.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
sad.
really excited for you to play through. Until Dawn was a really fun time.
Yeah, we got a couple things going on with the spooks.
Yeah.
She never saw Stranger Things, so we're rolling through that. We're
Nice.
midway
Good
through, and we're gonna play this side by side. And there's gonna be a lot of pumpkin patches and pumpkin carving and pumpkin spice lattes. And
Say more.
she is real into that. And as I'm like starting to cry because I know summer is over with the end of the baseball season and all that stuff.
Sorry, 'cause
Don't
Pumpkin's
cry,
here.
dude. Fucking rain blood. I'm alive.
I'm so excited.
Best time of the year.
So yeah, just wanted to mention that briefly. I'll probably have more on that next week.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then I did earlier in the week. I played what you think is going to be game of the
I
year.
know, but
I
yeah.
got some other thoughts, but
Bloodborne?
Near Automata.
My man.
I played a lot more of that earlier in the week. I played so much of it before I even touched Destiny 2 to the point where I got Ending A.
Yeah, you did, dude.
I didn't get any endings, so
All right.
How?
It's really good. This game is a really good action game, and it does some clever things. And the story, I think I talked to you because you were like, I want to talk to you on the phone. Like, I'm going to Victoria's. I'm not going to talk on the phone right now.
As soon as you
What's
text me,
up?
I was like, I'm calling you.
So I think I best describe it to you, Joe, as this: like the story never has that oh shit moment that I might get in like an Uncharted or something like that. But there was all these moments of like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is fucking weird, and like the robot orgy is kind of like the tip of the iceberg for this game.
Yeah.
With some of the weird stuff it does, and it kept me interested, and I really did like the character development of 2B and 9S, and like how 9S tried to came down to 2B's level, but 2B kind of came up to 9S's level in a way, and it's really good with the way it built the world. I think that's the best way to put it. The narrative so much, not that it wasn't my cup of tea, but it didn't have as big of an impact as I thought it might have on me. But the world itself is really cool, and it did keep me coming back. The combat is the issue for me with this game. It's fun until I have to do it over and over again, and at least the first few hours of the game, like it mixed it up enough. It was like third person Bayonetta action, and then top down twin stick shooter action, and then it was like flight simulator, like a Galaga kind of action. It mixed it up enough, but as I start the second playthrough, which I did, I got to the Resistance camp again, and I was like, here we go again.
I know.
And then it kind of lost its charm for me there, and I like the first part of it will still have the same impact for me, but like it's going to be a struggle to get through what I know is the second playthrough. I think maybe the third playthrough, from what you've told me, might reinvigorate me a little bit more, but I think it's gonna take a little bit for me to get through that second playthrough. I don't know if I can do it again in the same kind of way I did the first one.
I'm gonna just because I'm a dick and I love this game so much. The B route it does do some different things along the way. You do get to see a little bit of different combat styles with 9S.
And I started seeing that. I saw like the new hacking mechanic.
Yeah,
with him,
that's the hacking stuff.
and that's fine.
That gets more
It's a little-
complicated and more cool.
I
and whatever.
see it getting weirder as you get more involved enemies.
But you're right. I mean, like the stuff in the world, it's a lot of holding R1 to shoot at shit and slamming on square to cut shit up.
And I will say
not
the
much more
thing,
than that.
the nice thing about 2B was like I could do some weird shit by hitting triangle and square in different ways. With 9S, I just have square.
Yeah,
and
it's a little.
like I can only hold it for so long, or I can tap it so many times, and it's the same thing. Now I might try doing different weapons, but I think that takes me to what I had trouble with this game was I purposely did different fight styles to keep me interested in the game. At least the combat part of it, because I mean, you see the same enemies for the most part, time and time again, and it was like, well, if I hit triangle and square this way, how's it take them down? Oh, well, if I hit square, then triangle, how's it take them down? Oh, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, well, triangle, square is going to be another way. And then I was like, oh, well, let me just be an asshole and just parry the entire time. I was just doing different things to mix it up for myself
cool.
when I didn't need to. But it's cool that I had like at least a couple different fighting styles. But 9S, I feel a little bit limited because it takes away a button, just a little bit.
Yeah, no, you're totally valid. I don't want to go too far into specifics just because Mark and Ben haven't seen this part.
It's gonna be a while. For
But
me
the beginning of B,
I did not expect that.
right?
It was really weird.
Yeah. I
now-
thought I died or something, like I broke something. I was like, did I get game over? What the fuck happened?
I thought I was kind of picking up where the ending was at first.
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's not
Yep.
an S.
All right.
And-
Well, I don't want to
yeah.
go too, but yeah, that was cool though. Like, cause yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
that was weird.
They played with it, but
But it makes sense when
but
you
maybe
go to the.
you did pick up where the ending
But from my initial reaction,
Give it
that part,
Mm.
what he says during the whole orgy scene makes a little bit more sense now.
was, right? And that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, you get these things where it's just another layer, but they all overlap, and it's. Oof. You're good. The second playthrough is not as long as the first. I'll tell you that.
I know
One,
that. Yeah, it's
and honestly, what I value so much about that second playthrough, and it's definitely the one where like every critic that has criticized this game and said something about it is like the second play, I'm gonna call it the second chapter because I really do believe it's totally integral. But
just from what I've played so far, you can call it chapters. It's fair.
but I feel like that second chapter you take over as 9S. I think that the criticisms of it are. I wish I didn't have to play through the same story part again. For me, I value so much that I was able to because it gave me a much more intimate connection with that world. By the time I was going, because you're going to go back through the same areas you were in, and by the time you do, you feel like you know them a little bit better, but you're also able to find more secrets than you did the first time. By the time you get to your third chapter, things change dramatically, but you already feel more connected with that world, and I don't think I would have been as attached to that game had I not gone through it again. It was... Again, it feels like you're replaying the same thing because in a way you are, but it was enough difference. Combat, you're right. I'm not gonna but it was enough where I was like seeing different things and feeling different things and playing through as 9S. You get the other side of the story and it's a different perspective and yeah.
And I think in a way that's going to serve as to what you're saying as a reinforcement to because there's a lot that's thrown at you. One, you're in this especially as someone who's never played a NieR game before, and that's going to be probably the majority of people that have played this game.
Yeah,
you're not connected to the world, you're not connected to the androids and what's just going on, and it's nice to have that second hey, this happened here, hey, this happened here, to set you up for what could be instead of maybe calling this chapter 2, maybe 1.5. For a chapter 2, and then 3. I think that's a good way of building the world, which this game does so well. And just for example, I just my girlfriend earlier in the week, she was having some she was just going through a rough time, and just to kind of cheer her up, I was like, hey, you could be in a room playing a game with like a robot orgy, and I was talking about plot point B and plot point C, and she was like, Matt, what the fuck are you playing? I'm like, I know it's weird, but it's good.
It's true.
I was like, blame Joe.
Hey, blame Yoko Taro.
So I really did enjoy this game. I'm kind of nitpicking, and there were some weird things with camera angles that I'm not going to get into, but I really did enjoy the first playthrough, and I don't think I'm going to be able to play the second playthrough in 3 sit downs like I did the first one. I'll get through it because I am curious to see what that side of the story looks like, and I do want to see what could be a sequel from what you said.
It's just like the things it does with the story, like that game. I wrote about it in our something. Oh, we did a little check-in with Game of the Year. We had an article with after 9 months, what's your Game of the Year so far? And I talked about NieR again, and a thing for me that kind of hit me this week with that game was I was listening to this album, and as I'm listening to the album, I realized that I had listened to that same album that day like 6 times in a row. Every Open Eye by Churches. I think, or is that what the name of the fucking album is?
Is that the CHV?
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
And I listened to that fucking album like in a row over and over and over this one day. I don't even remember like doing it. I don't remember that I had it on a loop, but I was just like, is that the name? Yeah. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, this album just gets me, or I get this album, or there's some sort of weird synergy between me and this everything, the way it flows and whatever. And it's weird because music can be such a personal thing and whatever, and like you hear someone's musical taste, like it reveals something about them. You know what I mean? Like it's all that kind of stuff. And I realized for a moment that like NieR had that same thing for me, where it was just like such a personal thing, and you get this attachment to it, and like it, in a way, it reminds you of. I jokingly said this, but I kind of mean it. Like you feel your place in the cosmos. Like you're suddenly reminded of who you are and what you're meant to do or meant to be or whatever that even means. It just, there's a real connection in a way to something greater than yourself in a way. It's like a
euphoric.
Yeah. It just for me, a lot of what NieR did, like from a gameplay standpoint, you can. Yeah, there's parts where like you think you can run through a building and it's a fucking invisible wall. It's dumb. I'm holding R1 so much that like my finger just becomes that shape. Like there's all of these things, but at a certain point it transcends itself and just becomes something completely other and unexpected. If you let it, right? Like if I put on that Churches album and I said like, whatever, this album's just poppy, and I like immediately just snapped it off, like then whatever, but I think like that repetition of me listening to that, like and I've been listening to that album like in that same manner for 2 years now, or however long it's been out, and like just having it kind of ingrained in my brain, like that same kind of thing. You just kind of like, I don't know. That's my thing.
That's cool.
I totally get that.
NieR's been a weird, fucked up game for me where it definitely hit me in a way I didn't expect it to, and you kind of I'm on the other side of it. I feel like a different person, which sounds so.
No, I get that.
Like hyperbolic in a way, but like it definitely like did something to my wiring that was like, oh, got it. Okay, this is, and to talk of it that way, like puts it on such a pedestal. But it's no different than like when I played through Earthbound for the first time, or like The Last of Us, like where you just, it's a shift within yourself that you kind of feel, and it's been weird. Like I never reviewed the game because I really didn't know what to say. And even now I'm like struggling to find the right words for it. Like I'm getting there after 6 months of it being completed and behind me, but I still really don't quite know what to say or how to sum it up. December should be interesting conversation.
Oh boy. Hey, can I run upstairs real quick? I just realized I left the beer in the freezer to get cold. And if I leave I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that.
Talking about the world changing and all these feelings. He's like, I got a beer in the freezer.
the world is a changing. It's true. I'm curious to see how NieR continues.
No, I'm excited, but I think Destiny has the driver's seat at the moment, and now NieR is the passenger.
Yeah,
with golf stories somewhere in the nether.
It's there. Cool. Mark.
I guess just to run off of NieR, because I did touch a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess not to say too much about it, but the progress, I did make some progress. I'll just say, found a camp, a tree, like a peace tree.
Talking about Pascal's
Yeah.
village? Yeah. All right.
Giant robot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much right there.
Wait,
Yeah.
what game is this?
NieR.
Yeah.
I'll,
so
I'll,
near-
I'll, I'll just show
near.
just
Okay,
where I was.
okay.
Yeah. Did the beer blow up?
No.
No.
No, I actually just got it in time. So
Oh,
it
you
didn't
could feel it was
freeze
there,
over,
the
and,
timer
oh,
was
it's
there.
cold. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Dope.
Yeah.
That's
So- Quick question. So when you guys were talking about this game, like, I don't know how many podcasts ago when I first heard you guys talk about it, there
Yeah.
was, for the long, like, legit, since then, I was like, this game fucking reminds me of this game, and I can't put my tongue on it. Just now I realized it. The Way of the Samurai. You guys ever play that game?
I didn't
No,
play
I
that
haven't,
one.
but I've definitely heard of it.
It was on PS2.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of the same idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in like feudal Japan, so it's a completely different type of story.
You know,
but
every time I saw that cover, I thought it was an MTV game.
it does have
It
that
look-
vibe. It does have that vibe.
Just from a distance, I was
Yeah.
like, is that the fucking M? Is
Yeah. So it's pretty much the same concept though. Like you play it over and over again. The main storyline, the main
Yeah.
game itself, it's not long,
Right.
but you play it over and over again because different things happen and different endings appear. And I just remember it as you guys were talking about it.
I'm looking to see if Yoko Taro had anything to do with it, but yeah, I don't see
And
it.
it's kind of like the game doesn't take itself too seriously. Like there's it's not as quirky as NieR,
Sure,
at least
sure,
what
sure.
it sounds like. But there's definitely moments when it's like, oh, this is kind of,
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, like where.
Oh yeah, yeah.
they made. I
talking
think they
about-
made a second and third one.
Yeah,
all the way
yeah,
up to
yeah.
the 360.
But it definitely has that, like, I don't know, just
It's not a traditional game, so to say. It stands
yeah.
out like NieR. Like NieR definitely stands out as a different type of game.
yeah.
And you just reminded me when you were talking about the multiple endings. Just real quick, when I finished ending A, I did not play ending B because Joe told me to. It was because I wanted to.
I do
I-
like that because
Yeah.
that was the thing is like I remember hearing over the last 6 months different people who have played the game, different podcasts I've heard and things where people were like, "All right, I got through that. I'm not going to play it again." And it's like it's not really it in
It's not the
every
point of the
in
game.
so many ways. Yeah, like having them be called endings, it does it both a service and a disservice because it's
And then you got the message at the end of the credits. It's not like a secret. There's multiple things in this game. Like Square tells you, it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
look, this game's meant to be played multiple times on the same game file for the entire story.
At least 26.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like because I've also heard that echo chamber of like, I beat it, I'm done, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I legitimately wanted to play it again, kind of knowing that things shifted a little bit.
and I think if you left it at A because I remember like there were a few reviewers.
It's an ending,
Yeah, it
but there's
is,
so much.
there's a few reviewers who like scored it poorly, and when I say poorly, I mean like poorly, like bad, because they just played through A and they said, yeah, combat sucked, story was kind of
The
weird.
combat doesn't
This
suck.
girl
It's
has a
just
butt.
repetitive.
But that's like
Yeah.
that was like the really really dismissive way to go about it, and it's like it's a weird thing because I get nothing should ever need to be played or need to be like. I hate when people are like, "Oh, just watching Game of Thrones is great. You just got to get through the first
season
6
6.
seasons." Yeah, like,
Yeah.
fuck
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm not doing that. Like, but this, it's the game. Just to contradict that whole idea, like you do have to get.
I'm just thinking, oh, there's this miniseries, 8 episodes long, but once you get to episode 8, I promise you that's when it gets good.
Right,
It's like,
right,
fuck
yeah. It's
you.
like, yeah,
Like,
I'm not-
What's up
doing
with the
that.
other 7 to 10 hours I'm going to spend watching the first 7? Yeah.
But to play through just ending A is like to eat a pepperoni but not have the whole slice of pizza. Like,
but
it's
it's
just,
so like if you sit down and reflect for 5 seconds and remember what you played, it's so obvious. Like there's plot points just left wide open.
right. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
So like you know like, oh well, this game it says it right here. It's gonna wrap up those plot points that actually seem kind of fucking interesting.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you were
yeah.
playing them.
yeah.
There's going to be DLC, right? I think we talked
There
about it.
was DLC.
But I think even more. I think I put it in the
There was
Slack. I
that-
think you
Sure.
responded to
There
it,
was
man. I
that
can't
thing.
remember.
They're hiring for something.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
No, it's
Yeah.
funny.
Sorry, not to take away from you, Mark.
I see that mask that Yoko Taro wears in Halloween stores,
I'm buying one.
but
oh my
it's
God,
but
I'm
it's
buying
never
one.
officially named.
That's all right. I'm buying 2. I'll buy 3. I'll buy a couple
What
of
is his
them.
mask? I need to look it up.
Just type in Yoko Taro. You'll see.
Yoko Taro.
Yoko Taro.
Yoko Taro.
Yoko Taro.
Bing.
Are you enjoying it though?
Yeah. I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
Before playing it,
Yeah.
just because I know the history of where it's coming from.
Yeah, you went like way deep before this game came out with like all the backstory and
because I wanted to fully understand it, and I didn't because I used to have trouble with stuff like that, like head on without any context. And I like that there was context for this. And
did I can't think. I don't.
There was a NieR. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the mask and there's a picture of him holding the 360 game NieR, and I completely forgot about that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
it
didn't
gets
mean to
weird
cut in.
because it was also a PS3 game.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that one, and the main difference is that the 360 one, you're a father looking to like save his daughter, and the PS3 one, you're a young boy because you're a brother trying to save your sister.
Hmm.
And
Are they all
that-
connected in any way, or is it
That-
just like
Yeah.
same world?
Gestalt and Replicant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video that breaks this all down. It gets
Yeah.
very weird.
Because NieR is an ending of Dragon Guard, isn't it? Or what?
Yeah,
is that how you
the
say it?
first Drakengard,
Drakengard.
ending E is what spawned the
Is it the
NieR
first or the third?
universe. First one. There's 3 Drakengard games.
Got it.
But the first one, ending E, spawned the NieR universe.
This is all over the fucking place.
So NieR is
Yeah,
technically
exactly, yeah, it's fucking
NieR is
weird.
technically a spin-off in itself
Okay.
already, which
Okay.
is kind of like how like Persona is with Shin
Okay.
Megami Tensei.
Yeah. But like if you buy into like string theory and stuff, like it makes
Mhm.
total sense that like this is just one path. If
Yeah.
Or if you don't pay any attention to that shit like
But-
I did, like you still enjoy
but
what
the
this
ending-
game offers.
no, yeah. And
The
that's
Drakengard endings though, like I implore you to check that out because
Hmm.
some weird shit happens.
Yeah.
What did that
I-
was that 360?
NieR, yes. Drakengard's PS2.
Yeah, Drakengard. 'Cause I don't think I remember Drakengard.
I remember hearing about
It
I
doesn't
never knew
look
what
like
it
a
was.
good game from a distance, just because it's just like a 3D third-person action game with like limited combat, and sometimes you ride a dragon.
Hmm.
But it starts evolving, and it gets really weird. But
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Right on.
Definitely some Neon Genesis and Evangelion vibes.
I wanna talk about NieR always.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to keep bringing it up every week, we can do this
I'm gonna have to squeeze it in
forever
before.
and ever. I know. So Matt's pointing at Horizon, which he finally that sounds shitty.
I forgot
Asshole
for
word.
a couple weeks.
It's not.
Sorry,
I didn't mean
I
it like
forgot.
that. I just mean I finally started to push you to bring it. Let's put it that way. Matt brought me his copy of Horizon. I was gonna jump into it, but he
And
gave it to me
then
after
Destiny
happened.
Oh, so you're never gonna play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I soon. I gotta get that done before I go on vacation, because when I go on vacation, Mario Odyssey comes out, and then just
Who knows what that looks like?
yeah. So I'm gonna knock that out. I'm gonna start that this week before the next podcast. I will have begun that actually. All right. Anyway, we'll
I'm
leave it.
curious what your thoughts are, because I think there's like
I'm curious to see how I react to
a
that in a
weird shift. Like there's like a give and take, and
Yeah.
I think these like that game and NieR,
eh.
like if they were together and like mechanically, if they were together, they would be the perfect baby. I'm curious to see how you react. We'll talk once you
All right.
dive in. We'll talk
right.
about it, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see how that is in a post Breath of the Wild world for me, because you played that before Breath of the Wild. We'll see. What else you been playing, Mark?
So, my entire weekend, every night, has been consumed by the Nonary games.
Oh, yes.
I beat the first one
You talked about these last week.
very vaguely, like
Yeah.
very little. I talked about it. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I'll tell you that much. Everything I said,
So last week you talked about 999. Did you
Yeah.
you got through that one?
I beat that. I did every ending in the
Holy shit.
in the preferred order.
Okay.
So like
In the preferred order. I love
yeah,
it.
because every ending in this game matters. It's not just a hey, we're just doing this because this is an alternate ending.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it is an alternate ending, but it gives you more to the backstory. So by the time you get the true ending, you fully understand everything that's happening. And boy, did it fuck my mind
Yeah.
in like so many ways. So like you were saying earlier about the layering,
Sure.
the endings with NieR and all that. Like it's a lot of that going on, a lot of philosophical shit going on, it was just there's points where it got kind of meta, for lack of a better term. I don't know how to describe it at this point because I don't want to give anything away. But
You recommend doing it? Like, go all in?
yes.
So, puzzle solving. You were talking about last week how you had to...
Yeah,
You're like-
so the puzzles in this first one, some of it does feel a little heavy in the math field. It's not
Matt
so
perked up.
yeah, it's not so bad. I mean,
Dr. Math.
more so everything is pretty much set up like an escape room
Yeah.
in some shape or form, whether it's very minimal or there's a lot to it. A lot of it's pretty easy to figure out if you just do like process of elimination. You can keep guessing if you want. You don't really need to think too much, but there was times where I did look up like, hey, am I doing this right? And if I didn't care, I'll just skip it because like I did it before, and I was like, all right. So like, you will do the same puzzles multiple times. That can get a little stagnant, but it's not that many. It's like 5 or 6 puzzles at the most, depending on which path you take. And but what happens is the character interactions and things you find out during those puzzles that changes within it. So that's what kind of keeps you going. And it's really tough to talk about. So I thought I was on. I think last time I said I thought I was on like a replica of the Titanic.
Right.
There's a little more to that. Apparently there was 2 other ships that looked exactly like the Titanic.
The Nina and the Pinta.
The Gigantic and the Olympic.
Ah.
And,
IRL? That's
uh,
internet words for
I
in real life.
assume it's real life because a lot of the stuff that you find like notes and everything is based on like real philosophies, real studies. Like there's a science to it, there's a philosophy to it, there's a whole anime visual novel side to it. The puzzles kind of remind me of Resident Evil in a way, but not eerie. But it does make you think. It's sometimes a little outside of the box, whatever. So it's nice. It's a nice way to. But I've learned so much with that game. Like
Learn
this
what do you
series,
mean?
like it's been the most educational games I've played, just because all the little notes and tidbits you find.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they talk about, like there's always a lot of it deals with a thing called a morphogenetic field, which basically it's similar to like telepathy, but not exactly. It's where it's like you have a vibe so strong near somebody that like you can pretty much give them your thoughts, like they can receive what your thoughts and know how to do something, and not knowing how they got that knowledge.
How is this formed?
I'm not exactly sure how it's formed, but I'll just say that where this story takes place, this isn't the first time something like this has happened, and it most certainly won't be the last.
And is it your character who has these kind of...
No.
And what's the term for it?
What, the morphogenetic field thing?
Morphogenetic.
Well, these people that can tap into it, they're called espers.
Ah, like Terra.
Yeah, but but they don't transform, and they're not white and purple flowy hair and shit.
Got
It's
it.
just a term for, I guess, for like they have a more acute mind. Yeah, so your character, you're not really sure what the hell's going on, but then you start to find out that like, man, I don't really want to fucking say it.
I'm looking at the
Well, I mean, it's
just the screenshots.
I mean,
as
at
you're
the
talking
core
about
is a visual novel at its core, right?
Yeah,
so it's tough to talk about the plot points that swirl and everything.
Because there's parts of the game where it's like this just feels like a game mechanic, not so much of a story, and they kind of feel separated. But there's a point where they're one and the same,
Yeah.
and that's where the twist happens, and it's like, oh, and it just keeps going. The more you're going, you're like, you don't want to stop, and so yeah, that it was like, what was it? I think it might have been after we were done recording last episode. I finished it Monday night or
Yeah, I remember it was
or
earlier
Tuesday
yeah.
night or something.
Yeah.
Because the true ending was like over an hour of just listening to people talk.
Damn. Metal Gear Solid 4 style. Love it.
Yeah.
It was like 1 or 2 hours. It was pretty lengthy.
Damn.
Jesus.
And I'm happy that there's voice acting in this
Yeah.
newer one, and I couldn't imagine reading all that on a DS screen.
Oh right, yeah, wouldn't yeah.
I'm gonna have to get this
And so
because I have Zero Time Dilemma, and I want to play these before.
yeah, and I looked up a few wiki things just to get cool pictures, and nope, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I spoiled.
Spoiler Central.
I spoiled
yeah.
myself with some things. Not a lot, but just enough.
Yeah, I was just on the catalog page on Amazon, just
Yeah.
browsing the pics.
And I will say that I'm definitely looking forward to Zero Time Dilemma.
Okay.
I feel like that's going to be my favorite by the end of this
I'm
because
gonna have to
there's
get it.
characters that connect through all three of them.
Which one did I play? Virtue's Last Reward.
That's the second one.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm on now,
Yeah, I played
Okay.
that one.
and I've almost done every ending in that one,
Holy shit.
but part one of it, because I thought it would be the end,
Yeah.
but then when you do other endings. So this character, this is a little more casual about it, and it's okay if this is like kind of spoilery, but your character can hop through multiple paradoxes and is aware of it,
Right.
but not quite exactly sure how he's doing it or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's you
So
like walk
bec-
into it and you're like, did I just?
So
oh,
because
whoa.
of information that you only find in certain pathways,
Yeah.
certain timelines, you're able to take that information and apply it to another timeline.
Yeah.
So you're like the Flash all about this.
Yeah.
And then people are like, well, how the fuck do you know? And blah, 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 blah. It's just like, don't worry about it. Just know, like, in that book, go to page 216. What does that say?
Right.
And then...
Is there a lot of something with colors standing out? Right. I don't remember that game.
There's a lot of colored doors.
That's what it
And
is.
depending on your bracelet, you have different colors on that. And
I didn't mean to be
using
like
using the color wheel, you choose what you can go through.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. I didn't mean to do the fucking. Who's that douchebag? Remember that guy that thought he was talking to dead, lied and said he was talking to dead people? I just did that where I was like, I'm getting a color.
Oh Christ!
You know what I mean? That guy was
Yeah,
like
John
yeah,
Doe or
yeah,
whatever?
I hear like a Bob. Bob.
Yeah.
Bob says hi. Like, fuck you. Yeah.
You
He's
like your
never said
shoes.
that before.
Right, yeah. Something about the
Oh,
money.
Christ.
The money.
Yeah.
Don't worry
So,
about
like, yeah, the second game, you don't have to go through an order of endings
the,
to
Okay.
fully understand it. They let you pick whichever one you want to go to because they will stop you, and because it's okay because
Yeah.
you need certain items to continue that. So you'll either get a game over or to be continued.
that game pissed me the fuck off the first time I got to the end
Virtue's
of it.
Last Reward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to the end of it and then I'm back in the elevator and I'm like, what the fuck? No.
No, because now you can jump at any point,
Yeah.
and
But
then
I
you can
was,
skip all the text. Thank God.
but I was so mad. I was like, wait, no, I wanted to see. Wow, fuck, it's over. All
And
right.
you choose to ally and betray each person.
Yeah.
Because it's like a voting thing when you get into this little after doing a puzzle. You like because you're always paired up in groups of 3 and
I'm really stoked you're playing these. You've been wanting to play them for a really long time.
yeah, and that one's even the puzzles are I feel like are more streamlined in the second one.
Yeah.
They feel more escape room like. It's more not necessarily simple, but it's definitely more what's the word? There's more variety.
Mm.
So it's not just like, oh, here's a like math stuff or here's like, hey, take this key and put it in this lock. It's like no, like each room has its own type of little puzzle. And what's cool is that you get these safe passwords for the safe because that's what you need to do. You do all these puzzles, get the safe password, get the key, get the fuck out.
Yes.
Now if I backtrack, I have these passwords saved, so I don't have to do those puzzles anymore.
Right.
As the first one, you had to keep redoing those puzzles.
Yeah.
So I like that they caught on to that. The animations are a bit weird because it's all 3D models now, and the mouth don't exactly
Yeah. They
move.
Don't, yeah.
And like some characters have like a default face. So like the girl Clover, like she just smiles all the time. So when she's mad or like sad about something, she still has like this weird like grin on her face, like almost like a Joker smile. It's like what the.
I'm trying to smile and make
Yeah.
weird faces at the same time, and
It's like
fun.
sad eyes, but like a little.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, little details, whatever. Yeah. So I since so many branches can extend, I feel like I'm maybe 3/4 through the game now, but it's been every night. I've fallen asleep with the game on. So what was what was an 8-hour game is now like 42 hours.
Got it. Yep. That makes sense.
Yep. I'm really liking it. I can see I'm excited to figure out 1 or 2 with these characters. Finally get that backstory to connect to the first one, so I can prepare myself for this third one.
Is there a direct carry through of
This
characters?
is exactly like I think it's a year later after the first one.
But I mean, like, are there characters that
Oh.
you're looking at that you're like, oh, they're from the first one, or is it?
Yeah. Like there's like if you play the first one right off the bat, you'll know, or just by talking to them, they'll tell you, or you'll find files saying that they're from the first one, and they'll explain a bit of the first game, so
Okay.
you have a better understanding with this one. Because you have two options with the safe. You can just get the key for that password, but then there's a second password for all these, and that gives you secret files.
Right.
And that gives you more lore extensions, pretty much.
So I'm on Steam right now, and I think you brought this up before. There's Zero Escape, the Nonary games, and it's the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Because
I'm
I
gonna have
got
to get
Virtue's Last
that.
Reward mixed as the third game because it had the word last in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, is that the third game?
That's
No,
why I was
no.
confused earlier.
Well,
but
it
now
was
makes
supposed
sense.
to be that, and then the creator wanted to do a third, but couldn't get the money for it.
Well,
and then
he finally
got the money.
that scared the life out of me when I read that. I was
Yeah.
like, all this happened and I wasn't aware of it. I would have given money,
I know.
and it's like, I'm glad it happened though.
Yeah.
'cause-
It almost didn't. Like it seemed like for a while like it was not gonna happen. Then out of nowhere, it was just like, hey, we got it. We're good. See you soon.
Yeah, because Zero Time Dilemma looks like, I love the way it looks. I haven't looked too much
I haven't
at
seen
it.
anything other than the logo. I don't.
Because like the first game's just all straight up like colorful anime looking.
Yeah.
Similar to pretty much any visual novel you'll read. Second one, they try to advance it to like 3D models.
That's what it looks
Still
like.
be
Yeah.
smooth and whatever. Still anime-ish looking, and it still keeps that style. But the third one is like fucking like Death Note style looking. Everything's like nice muted colors. Everything's serious.
Nice.
So is there any kind of horror element in this game? That's the vibe I'm getting.
The most it's like a, I don't want to say supernatural, but there is like a supernatural-esque vibe.
More like weird, like.
And the most hard that it gets is that there are people who will betray and murder other people.
Okay.
And trying to figure out who that murderer is the tough part.
So it's not a direct like horror visual novel, whatnot.
At least with the first two, I mean, at most it's just somebody killing people.
Okay.
The third one seems
So it's
like,
more of like a thriller.
yeah. It's
Okay.
the third one seems to embrace more of like this Saw vibe from what I'm looking at. But the first two,
Yeah,
I was
the third
trying to,
one
I was trying to
definitely looks
compare it. I was like,
demented. Yeah.
people get captured, they're forced to do these games, blah blah blah. I was like, this is like Saw. And then I beat. I'm like, nope, it's
Not
nothing
at
like
all.
Saw. Not at all. Third game might be though. So
It's cool.
Definitely
Yeah,
looking
I just
forward
wish
to it.
listed on it, and I know
Like-
during the fall or winter sale it's gonna
yeah,
be
like,
$10.
the second one. The second one.
How
I
much
feel,
is it now?
It's $45 for
Yeah.
the first two. That's
Damn.
not bad for the first two.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2
It's
games,
also
right.
like the definitive version.
Still.
Yeah. Yeah, the graphics are high res,
Mhm.
whatnot. Yeah.
Especially for 999,
Yeah.
definitely. The voice acting alone is superb. But with the second one, there's a lot of philosophies I like that kind of remind me of Nier because it kind of talks about how real is a robot, basically. Whether their emotions are real or is it just data that they're sending out and it's just empty. And it was just a lot of stuff like that. So like just like one example I'll give and then I'll shut up about it is it's called I think it's like the Chinese room.
Okay.
Where this girl's placed in a room and she gets pieces of paper slid underneath the door. It's all written in Chinese. She doesn't know what it means or anything. And she doesn't know how to answer it. And on the outside are a couple of Chinese guys. And they're the ones who are sending it under. They don't know who's inside. And she just finds a book in there on how to, I guess, like learn Chinese in a way. Or enough to where she can understand the symbols and write them down accordingly to the questions. So she would write them back out in Chinese. She don't know what she's writing, but she knows that they're the correct symbols. And so it'll be questions like, how old are you? Are you married? What color are your panties? Like shit like that. Yeah, it's just, it's like dating pervy questions basically. I mean,
Wait, is it still the same game?
this is a game, yeah. But in this game, there was a robot talking to me, trying to explain what he is because he has an English accent and he's saying that his back hurts. And we're like, how did your back hurt? You're a robot. He was like, well, let me explain to you something. Like, I'm just programmed like this. My brain isn't really in my head.
Wait,
my brain is in a server somewhere, and I'm just getting signals here. This is in this Virtual Last Reward. This is just one tiny sliver of the game.
I don't remember that. Or is that just a weird?
There's a room just full of like skeleton-looking robots.
I don't even know.
And there's one in the middle just laying on the table, and you have to like power him on basically. And he has his English accent. He's like, blimey, like my back hurts, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, he's explaining this whole thing in the Chinese experiment, Chinese room thing. So she's answering all these questions, so she doesn't know what she's saying. So these people think there's a Chinese girl on the other side, answering these questions truthfully. That's what they believe. And he was trying to use that as a comparison to like, can you really believe that what we're saying is true, or is it just that we say it in a way to where you understand it, and therefore you believe it's true? And it was just a lot of weird stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really
It gets deeper, and it
It
gets
sounds
more
like a really
mindfucky.
cool game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I don't fuck with visual novels either, but I'm gonna.
Me neither. This is the
Yeah.
first I've ever touched with, and I'm obsessed. This is all I've been playing.
That's so cool.
It's been a while since I could find a game to add to like my like main collection, like my Hall of Fame
Yeah.
personal games. This is going.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping the third one will be like.
Oh
my
yeah,
top
that's
favorite.
fully.
You gotta play it though. You really gotta play it.
I know,
If,
yeah.
If you enjoyed the idea of NieR, I feel
Yeah.
like you'll really enjoy this.
Should I go back to 9? Because I did VLR, but I only did it like 1 or 2 endings.
I would start with the beginning. Start with 999.
What do you have it on? Because it's on Vita too, right?
I got VLR on
Yeah.
Vita.
Yeah.
It may have been a Plus game, or
I'm
it was
on
just
Steam,
cheap.
but I'm using the PlayStation controller. It
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
asks you what controller you're using, so it knows
That's cool.
what inputs to give you.
That's
on the
probably what
screen.
I would do too.
And I was like, DualShock 4.
That's cool.
So you can use the touchpad on the PC as a mouse cursor if you want. I never use it, but you can.
Shit, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Dope. Benjamin.
Playing PUBG. Still
Can you vault?
pub.
Yeah, can-
Still cannot.
All right. Well, there
No.
it is.
Vault. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you more guns. We're gonna give you more maps. Don't ask about vaulting.
How's the new maps?
No new maps yet. They're just coming.
they've
They're
promised.
just coming.
Yeah. But they added a
Um,
new town, right?
Yeah.
And
I haven't really fucked with the new town too much.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird where it is. It's if you're looking at the map, it's legit the top right coast.
right. Okay.
Was it just an empty piece of land before?
I honestly I can't remember.
So it'd be
Like
cool if they're just building on top of
it could. I mean it.
like the same land.
It's I'm assuming, but because I don't really fuck with that area in general too much. I mean it's not like a
It's
really.
in a corner, and
It's
usually
pretty
the
much
circle
just the
never lands
corner.
up there.
Yeah. I mean, it may. I mean, you never know. But,
Yeah.
but no. Other than that, been fucking with it. I hate foggy maps or fog.
Is fog random or
It's random,
seemingly
it's-
always happening?
but it's not like a 50-50 chance. It's pretty low
Yeah.
when it
Okay.
becomes like it's rare for you to get 2 games in a row of fog. I mean, if
Yeah.
that were to happen to me, I would uninstall the game because like when I play
bad.
fog, for performance wise, it's fine. It's just it's fog. You can't.
Yeah.
It's Silent Hill fog.
Yeah.
I think I can talk about before. It's like you can't
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
like people blend in with it so well.
Ugh.
So it's, but yeah, other than that, still did not get a fucking chicken dinner, man. I've gone so fucking close.
You'll get it.
So
You have to
close.
get right, like probability
I
wise.
feel like the only way I can play this game is like a Minecraft modded version,
Yeah.
just to run it. Like
Once they get to the private server part where you can just run your own and just put bots in.
Yeah, it's getting it, but it's oddly enough, I've been hearing things because I'm subscribed to not subscribe. I just follow the subreddit.
Yeah.
Developer has been saying everything from kill cams to single player mode.
Nice.
I didn't really bless you. I didn't really dig deep into it. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about kill cams. Honestly, I was sorry.
Something about kill cams I had never thought about until this summer. On 8.4 Play, Sarah that works at 8.4 pointed out something about Splatoon where the lack of kill cams was aggravating, and I never thought about it this way before. But she said anytime you play a game with a kill cam, it's you're seeing what happened, but you're learning. Oh, I fucked up because this happened. And she said in Splatoon, not having that kill cam is like, well, what did I do wrong? I have no idea. I know I died, but now I don't have that thing to.
I can see that. But
What
I mean,
corner did not check, or what
Right,
did
like
not
where-
check above me?
What did I do? Like, it is one thing because I think the easy reaction to kill cams is to be like, yeah, I died. Fuck, don't rub it in my face.
That's my reaction.
Right, and that's
Yeah.
always my reaction.
Yeah.
But when she
I
pointed
turned
that,
it off and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when she pointed that out, I was like, oh, that's a whole different way. And then coincidentally, I started playing Overwatch this week.
Really?
And and playing a few rounds of that, I was like, I enjoyed having the kill camo because I was like, okay, I'm new to this game. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been out for a really long time. People are way better at it than I am.
Yeah,
What am I
just
doing
got
wrong?
a trophy for like my 100th win or something.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
But
play it much.
but I like that kill cams. I think it. Knowing that perspective, I'm glad that I heard her say because it was just
Yeah.
like eye opening.
I never thought of it that way. I've always thought of it as just the other fist coming at you
Yeah,
when you're already
yeah.
on the ground.
Or like
You know
if
what
you
I
had
mean?
a sniper, it's like where'd that sniper come from? All right, he's over there. Like that's the only way
See,
I saw it.
So now that was my point because when you're playing that game, there are so many times, and it's always when you're running in an open field and you're with your squad, and you're like, we're gonna get hit,
Yeah.
and then in the distance you hear, and you hear, and you're like, oh, see you guys on the other side, right? So, and you look and you won't see where. I mean, because sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll see the flash of the gun, but there's flash hiders in that game. It's an attachment for some of the rifles. So if you have that and you're in the woods, you're basically invisible. Like no one can see you.
Damn.
So I thought of it as when when those moments happen. Say I get killed, I'm gonna see the kill cam. I'm still in Discord. I'd be like, dude is 230 by the rock.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's kind of the thing about it.
Yeah.
And I talked about it with people who I play the game with, and they're like, "What? We already fucking do that. What are you talking about?" And it's like, yeah, because when you die in that game, the camera kind of zooms out, and it's just like, you fucked up, good game, loser.
Right.
In that exact language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of just sits there until you hit exit to lobby, or you can scroll to view your teammates playing.
Yeah.
So if you sit there, you can kind of tell your teammates like, oh, he's looting my body right now, or oh, his friend is across the street.
Yeah.
Which we do all the fucking time. So now I think about it, it's like, well,
it's not gonna really make that big of
it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Now I think about it,
Yeah.
but I've always seen kill cams
as a fuck you.
Yeah, because when they fucking put it in Counter-Strike,
Right.
the rage.
Yeah.
I immediately turned that off. I was
Yeah.
like, you are not Call of Duty my game right now. It's like, get out of here. Get. And it was like,
Count my life
but
forever.
but yeah, I mean that game still good. I love it. It's fun, and hopefully by next time I'm on here, I'll get at least one fucking chicken dinner.
You'll get it.
It won't be another. Hey, I came in second place.
You'll get it.
Another kind of
I believe in you.
I'm getting real close to be able to run it.
We
on
were
this
talking
boy.
about that FNWP.
Yeah.
I think they dropped some system requirements on it. I think they optimized a little bit more. And that UI thing, the overlay for the inventory, it got choppy at first, but as I kept playing, it was like
Yeah, I remember you talking
like
about
that. So I think with just a couple tuners, I might stop trying to put that boy at 1080 and maybe go down to 900 or 720 and see what it plays like there. And yeah, I might be
there.
PUBG in it
See,
here
if you
soon.
play
Finally.
play on a lower setting, just pretend it's Stalker.
Like I had every opportunity to just get my refund in this game, but I've refused because I know at some point I'm gonna be able to run this thing.
Keep pushing. In all fairness, that game is optimized poorly. I have a 1070.
Well, I didn't
And
expect it to run well. I just kind of wanted to run, as want to be a part of it. And when I got into work, I got to the point where like I would just do the inventory screen once, and once I got my guns, I would just pick up ammo and just go with it. And whatever I had, I just roll with the game. And when I played it like that, it was just a lot of fun to play. But no, to be really good, you need the inventory.
Yeah, I mean the inventory it's pretty much half of the battle.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in moments when it happens every fucking round when you're with your team and you have a gun. It's like, oh, I need more bullets, and then your other teammate's like, yo, let me split my bullets with you. So you go into inventory and you can like chop it in half and
that's what I love
and
about
drop it.
Contagion does that. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's
Fun.
pretty much like the successor to that old source mod, like Zombie Panic.
Oh yeah.
I
remember that.
play it with my friends
Yeah.
a lot, and the ammo you pick up would be for multiple guns, or it's like, or if you both have the same gun, you can either drop all the ammo that you're not using for your guns, or drop the ones that you do have that aren't currently loaded in your gun.
That's cool.
It's just like, here, just take this then, or whatever.
That's cool. So another thing, because you were talking about playing it, there's talks about it coming possibly to the PS4.
It should. They announced that early on before.
Yeah.
They said we were going to bring it to all consoles, period. And then at E3, that was the big surprise where Microsoft was like, hey, Xbox. And
everything kind of shifted more on their
because the
spotlight on them
if
at
you,
least.
You know, the big E3 show, they've got to make it seem like, hey, it's coming to Xbox, but then fine print like Xbox first, everything else next year.
Yeah.
So early next year, it should be out on PS4, but this fall, the big thing is going to be Xbox One. Still curious as fuck how that game's going to...
Every time... Performance. You talking about performance?
Yeah, and I mean, not that the Xbox One X can't handle it. I believe that it can. It's just like the game's already in the state that it's in, where it's not quite at full release yet, and we're about a month out from Xbox One X, and and like preview events have been happening for the Xbox One X, and people that are going out to them are playing through that, and they're like, "Hey, come over here, guys. We got PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds," and they're playing it, and they're like, "Cool, can we see? Oh, so you have an Xbox One X here, but I'm actually playing this on a PC. Got it." They're not.
Oh, it's dirty.
And they're like, yeah, but these PCs are made to be
These are
like
the specs of
these
an
are the
Xbox.
specs of an Xbox One X. Like, yeah, but
that's dirty.
This is
not
way
an
dirty.
Xbox One.
That's dirty.
Right.
I mean, it can be the same.
And I know that like I'm not totally naive. I understand that console build, or rather like demos like that, you need to put a lot of time into it and to get it up and running. So
Oh,
to
definitely.
put time into that, I get that stuff. It's just still a weird. I don't know.
Transition.
I don't know. I have a feeling that game's going to come out on Xbox One X in a form. I don't know that it's going to be a full because is that game going to release this year? Do you know? Or is it already released? Like this is that weird shift in the.
I want this game to be on as much shit as possible, and I want
Switch,
it to be bring it to Switch.
Put everything on Switch.
Low res
honestly.
mode. Why
Yeah.
not? Just do 640 by 480 resolution.
Oh,
man.
girl, I'm in.
Get that thing popping.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, the other thing is crossplay. I really think that needs to happen. At least if it's gonna be
Well, as
coming
long
to
as Jim
PS4,
Ryan's around.
for at least PS4 and Xbox.
You just said
At
the magic.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said the
yeah.
magic
PS4 and Xbox.
words. You don't want that thing on a PC. Are you fucking kidding me?
Unless you
No,
put
but I mean,
keyboard
yeah,
support.
because mouse keyboard
Yeah.
would dominate. But
Yeah.
I still think it should be an option because whenever I talk to people about crossplay, because when I was at Renaissance Festival, I was talking to my friend there. He has an Xbox One and he doesn't have a
Yeah.
built PC, and he's like, "Is it coming on Xbox?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's coming." I mean,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Come on, can I play with you?" And he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, but you're gonna get wrecked." And he's like, I don't fucking care. I just want to play. I'm like, all right,
Enjoy
all right.
rolling those
You've
dice.
been warned. You've
Yeah.
been warned.
So you can't get the
Yeah.
chicken dinner with the
I-
mouse and
Yeah,
keyboard. I think he's gonna get one.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
get it with that controller. But the thing is, because Xbox One. Okay, now I'm confused. Which one's the new improved?
The
Is it the
Xbox.
X or
Xbox
S?
One X.
X, not
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
S is like the.
Just think of S as standard.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
I like that. I like that.
Next for extreme.
Yeah.
So that's what 4K.
Yes, native 4K.
This game's not gonna run 4K.
No, probably not. But
It's is
But it
baloney.
will because it's early access. Ooh,
Yeah. No,
spooky.
I think the idea is that the Xbox One X can handle native 4K rendering.
says.
Yeah, well, it seems like a competent console. I don't know, but
We'll see.
yeah.
I want it to come because my girlfriend's brother-in-law, he's the same way. I told him, I'm like, it's coming to Xbox. You're gonna get killed. I was like, I
remember you telling us that.
I
Let me
don't
do it.
care, man. I just
Yeah.
want to play with you. I'm
It's
like,
about
all
the
right, dude.
experience.
All right, man. Yeah, but that's the general message I got from people. The people who I feel like are completely against it are the ones that are already on PC that are legit the PC Master Race guys,
Mhm.
and they're just kind of getting a little upset that.
Why?
console
Why are they
stream is
getting mad?
coming in.
They're gonna freaking kill everyone.
I know,
that has
but-
a controller.
Because those people
They're
get mad
getting
at
mad.
anything.
You gotta
They-
understand,
they-
like, I mean, I love PC games. I've always played PC games in the 90s or whatever, but I also buy fucking consoles too. They're dope.
I get blown away by those.
But there's
any,
those
any
guys.
sense of elitism.
You know what I'm
is a
talking about?
fucking
There's
stupid
those,
thing
it's
to
the
do.
major elite guys
Yeah.
when it's like, oh, this game it can run 60 FPS on PS4, and they're like, well, my PC I can do 140
Yeah,
FPS, but it's like, all right, well, you also drop like $4,000 on it, dude. All right,
Yeah.
so
The only time it's okay to be an elitist is when you're talking about Bing versus Google. That's
Yeah.
other than that, you know.
and where
No.
to purchase your pumpkin spice lattes? People get them at 7-Eleven.
That's
Don't
correct.
buy them anywhere else.
That's correct. I have been buying
Yeah.
a lot at Starbucks though. I'm sorry. It's close to work.
Well, good night, everybody. This was.
Close to work. Anyway,
If only you would,
Did you,
Google these locations? It would be fine.
Bingham, did you play any Metroid?
A Metroid. Okay, I got some bad news.
Ah,
About Metroid. I feel like I've already hit some kind of wall
yeah, I did the same
with
thing.
Metroid.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
I hit that same wall. It took me like several nights of running through the same areas, and then there's that moment when you finally
Okay.
break. It sucked those few days or however long
So
you're
I
stuck
just
in
gotta
it.
keep on keeping on.
Yeah, but like it is worth it because the game, like, once you start getting more that wall, if we hit the same wall, like right after that's when I started getting all the power ups again, and everything was kind of moving at a good clip. But I totally and it was something stupid. You know what I think it is? You talked about it before. That game has one of your Aeon abilities is to do a scan of your local area, and it finds any secret bombable walls.
Yeah.
And you talked about how the
annoying
noise
sound is,
Yeah.
is
Jesus
so
Christ.
aggravating that it incentivizes you not to do it. And I think I ended up doing that same thing where I was like, I'm not pressing that fucking button because I hate that fucking noise. And in doing so, while I was stuck by not doing that, I never
You
found the
missed-
one tiny
okay.
little thing that opened up the next section. So if you were stuck in the same spot, like once I started doing that
I'll
again,
tell you where I
looking
was. I'll
around-
tell you what happened. Okay, I hit a switch in the map, something highlighted. So I went to said area.
Yeah.
It was an area I've been to before.
Mm-hmm.
So I opened the door, and it looks like a rotten egg, and there's like gas pouring out of it,
Yes.
and it's still like blinking
yeah,
on
yeah,
my
yeah,
map,
yeah,
like
yeah.
go here, and
Yeah.
I get there, and I'm looking at it. I shot it, ball bombed it, whatever. And
It's
I'm
a
just-
yellowy green.
Yeah, and I have no clue what
Looks
the
like a
fuck to
cover of
do.
a Goosebumps
Yeah,
book
straight
where
up in the kitchen.
eggs.
Yeah.
You can't get those yet.
So is that something you pick up?
No, there's a weapon you'll get that you can get through that door
It's not a door though,
or not.
because there are the doors.
Oh,
where
that
there's,
thing.
Like,
Oh no, that's a background item.
so what do I do with it?
Nothing.
But how come it's blinking on my map? I should have brought my fucking 3DS, but it's legit. It's like blinking on my map, and then I
What
go
like
there.
elevator level are you on?
2? I'm still pretty early.
You mean like boom, boom, boom?
Yeah,
or on the
like,
map?
how many elevators have you seen so
I've
far?
only rode down one elevator.
So you're in two. This sounds
I'm still
familiar.
early, man.
Scan. I think I know where you're at.
I
Scan.
still tried the B scan, whatever,
Yeah.
and nothing happened. And see, this game, I don't want to go on like YouTube
Yeah,
or
no,
Game
no.
Facts. I legit want to do this old school. Like when I have questions, I'm gonna come to you guys and be like, "What did you do with this part?"
It makes it
You know what I
honestly,
mean?
dude. That Zelda taught me that this year, and it's so much better.
It is.
Like that playground mentality of just like, what is this? What am I
Mhm.
doing? Oh my god, I can't believe I saw this.
Yeah.
What wooden sword do you need to get through the boss?
Yeah, exactly.
The Master Sword.
Halo.
I think I'm near the end of that game. I've got.
Oh wow.
I don't think I know I'm near the end of the game. I have like 3 Metroids left. I just had a motherfucker of a boss battle. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that thing. I was in bed all week, and this is my fault because I was playing it like right before bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd sit in bed and be like, all right, let's do this. And I get to it, I jump around, and then just like as I'm like getting tired, I'm like, oh fuck. I like set the DS down, sit there, like I'd sit up a little bit, and then like it just kept getting later and later, and I kept thinking like, all right, I gotta go to bed, I can't play this, and then but I finally fucking beat it last night.
Okay.
That boss. And it was my own stupidity. There was one part where like he's got different phases, and I don't know, it's got different phases. And there was
You
one
just assume
part.
it's gender.
It was the. It was the. It's a. You'll.
That's fucked up.
Do you ever wish? Do you?
Yeah.
Do you ever?
Have you ever?
Have you
Anywho,
ever
there's a
wanted to
that you wish you were.
do what you were?
There's a part in there. There's a part with this boss battle where you're like, I think I know what this is, but I don't. And then like I just kept looping the same cycle again and again and again and again and again. And I'm like, how do I get? I can't get to a point where I can attack it. I'm just avoiding its attacks, but why? And then I realized it was something stupid I was doing, but it's frustrating as fuck.
So you. It sounds like you're there.
I'm just about there.
You've seen it all.
I at this point have all of the powers unlocked. It's a matter of backtracking to areas and going to those little spots where I couldn't access before, and finding the last little pieces. I got a little bit of the obsessive clearing disorder kicking in, where I got to make sure I'm getting not only all the items but like every square of the map. Other than that, man, it's coming downhill. And then I'm curious to see what the ending is. I'm curious to see what the post game thing is. And what do you call it? When we scan the old amiibo.
Fusion mode. Is that
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring mine over because I
Yeah.
went to my
Can't.
girlfriend's and she has the same 3DS whatever that you have.
Mm.
So I'm like, this was like a little bit after the podcast. So I went over. I'm like, where's the 3DS? I need to see her now. She was like,
Mhm.
it's in my room.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in there, flicked open Pikmin. Fuck that game. No, I'm kidding. No, 'cause that's what she was playing.
Yeah.
So I took it out, put my my game in, and the save file does
It
save
stays
on the cartridge.
Dope. All right.
So I'm gonna have that scan.
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's easy.
Yeah, I was
That's cool.
I was trying to explain it to my girl, but she was like, "Okay, can you just tell me why you need my?" Because I was like in a rush.
Yeah.
So I was explaining it to her, and she was like,
Kicking the door.
It
Don't
just-
say
yeah,
hi.
It's just
yeah.
like a disaster review. You're just like, we gotta go. I need to put this game in
she
here.
was like, "You
Mommy!
are." She looked at me. She was like, "You are
Where's
a
the
dork."
30s tonight?
She looked at me. She was like, "You are a dork." I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
have to.
Sup?
And she was like, "But you said Amiibo suck." I'm like, they do.
They do.
Yeah,
You're like,
But
not right now.
But they
I
don't.
need this costume.
but they don't. Pikachu's the best.
But yeah,
What have you
Metroid-
done with it?
Yeah, this. Hopefully, I'll get past this wall because it's getting to that point when I'm starting the game. I'm just like,
I don't even want to do this.
oh
I know.
my God,
I know.
why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Like, and then it's just you really just don't feel like playing, and then it's so easy because the 3DS you just, and
I know.
then
Yeah, that's because that was half my week. Was like, fuck this, going to bed.
yeah.
I'm just done.
So
Don't
yeah,
care.
hopefully I'll track past that. I mean, other than playing that, I've still. New Vegas gets better every time I fucking load it up. I just want to express that. Like, there was a time when I've heard other people talking about it, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. But now I get it. That game is so fucking fun. I haven't had
Yeah?
this fun in a Fallout, even like Bethesda type RPG game, probably since like Morrowind. No, probably Skyrim. Skyrim had a lot of fun with too. But that was also, like 10 years ago, whatever it came out.
Well, like,
No, it's coming out this year for the
yeah.
first time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that it's coming out again.
Yep.
It'll be on Game Boy Color soon enough.
Yeah. But it's one problem though. So the game was built came out what, 2010?
10, 9.
Because it was
I
a
think
360 game, PS3. Yeah, you get the PS3 game.
Yeah.
Whatever. Around that time. It wasn't built, at least for the PC version, it wasn't built for a 1070 graphics card or even my kind of a processor.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd noticed it before, but I was like, this game is so much fun that I legit it was somewhere else in my brain.
Yeah.
Now I'm really starting to and it's really starting to fucking bug me when I spin, there's a stutter.
That sucks.
And I read online, and it's like, yeah, the game, the way it was built, the engine wasn't built for a graphics card that could blow past 60 FPS. Because it's like it's saying I'm playing at 60 FPS, but in my card, I'm
the
actually
games-
hitting like probably up to like 300 FPS. I'm just like burning it, basically.
Huh.
So I mean, I could be completely wrong about how technical it is, but when I'm turning, the engine is like, you're running at 60 FPS, but my card is like, no, baby, we are fucking, we're
cooking.
flashing here, man.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are
yeah.
speed of light right now.
Hmm.
And then the engine's like, but we can't go that fast.
So,
But my card is like, fuck you.
Yeah, we're going anyway.
We're going anywhere.
You're actually
We're gonna-
spinning 5
Yeah.
times in that
Yeah.
one motion. You're just not.
Right.
So that
You're
so
only
when
catching-
you move, there's like this wavy stutter.
Is there any way you could do like
There-
a Steam mod
there's-
optimization?
There's a mod that you can download. I downloaded it and it like made it worse.
Oh, weird.
So I don't know, maybe the mod is out of date.
Yeah.
And then I've also read online, like, just go in the config file and
Yeah.
change with this and that. And I've done that. But now at this point, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. This game is just too dope. I'm going to go back to that point when I'm just going to put that somewhere else. That
Yeah.
worry somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I'm still in that DLC. I'm still doing all the quests, whatnot. It's just, it's so much fucking fun. I can't express how fun it is.
Should I jump into it? I've got that copy on PS3 I've never touched.
Why did you never play it?
Because I bought it for $9 because I'm an asshole. Like, that was the shit I used to do is I'd go to Best Buy and see what was on clearance and I just buy it and then never... I have Duke
I've
Nukem
done-
Forever that I bought for $4.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of doing
Yeah.
that too.
I did the physical version of what we all do with the Steam
Yeah.
sale, but I was
Yeah.
doing it for PS3 games when they were... I bought the fucking U-Draw tablet. Like, I hit the bottom, dude. It was trophy chasing.
If you
Back in those days.
if you do decide to play it,
Mm.
make sure there's not a lot of other games, because right now is not the time to play it.
But you know I'm stupid and all I do... How did my reminders come up? You know I just keep playing
Yeah, but you're playing Destiny
6
now.
different things.
Play-
I'm just saying, I play
play
like
Destiny.
6 different things at a time.
New Vegas isn't going anywhere.
I mean, it hasn't. It's been there
Yeah,
since...
it's not going
Yeah,
nowhere.
It will.
It will.
Here's what we do. This is how I played Fallout 3, if you recall. Blizzard. Not the gaming company. The
I know
actual
what you mean.
snowfall
I know
in the
what you
sky.
mean.
We had a blizzard back in like 2010,
Something like that.
Yes, senior year. Yes, my senior
and
year.
Mm-hmm.
and that was when you let me Fallout 3 on 360, and
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's you know what
Definitive version. Because it doesn't work on PC.
we are. They say every year we're supposed to get heavy.
Yeah.
Well, if we do get snow, that's when you play it.
All right, because that's what I did, and it was great. It was so good, and I remember Tyler and I walking back in the snow back to his house, getting these kids threw snowballs at us, and then we caught them, confronted them, scared the shit out of them because
Nice.
we were older teenagers.
Mm-hmm. Badass
And,
is the
yeah.
word. Yeah.
And no, we weren't teenagers even.
No, 2010. I was 20.
Yep, I
Yeah,
would have been
man.
21. Great.
Yeah.
We were adults.
Still smashing teenage skulls.
Yeah. Fuck your goddamn motherfucker. Yeah, what a game.
Yeah, definitely. That's the time to
All
play.
right,
it.
I
And
can
you
do
don't
that.
even honestly. The DLC is top notch, but you don't need it. Even like the
Oh, at
main
this
game
point, I could
itself
buy it
is
for like
fun.
$1.
But that's what I'm saying. You can get like the whole fucking digital
Yeah.
I
pack.
think I just lend you my copy. I think I have the Ultimate Edition.
That's the version to play. And honestly, like it would be stupid for Bethesda to not give it to Obsidian again and do like Fallout 4 New Vegas, because from what I've been reading, like it's funny today actually. They on the I think it was like the official Fallout or Bethesda page, because it was 20 years when the original Fallout came out.
Yeah. Oh shit! I
So
forgot
now
to
you can get
that.
it for
was-
free.
Is
You
that
can
over?
still get it. Yeah, I think you can still get it.
I had the first two on my computer.
All right, I mean, I already have them,
Yeah.
but you can get it for free on Steam. And I went to the comments, and there were 90% of them were "fuck you, just give Fallout 4 to Obsidian."
Jesus.
Jesus.
Like okay,
Truth though.
yeah, they're giving you a game for free, but just
But fuck you anyway,
keep on
man.
keeping on, man. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
What did it Fallout New Vegas, but it was like the first Fallout.
See, that would be really fucking cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah, but then people would get pissed because it's not the
Oh,
Fallout
yeah,
they love.
Always. Well, Obsidian, they're doing their own
Park.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing South Park.
Then that's right. They're not. That's right.
That's Ubisoft internal. But they did Pillars of Eternity, and then there's a sequel to that. Is it out yet? Or
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I heard that game's good though. Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah, I just read a
Yeah.
whole chapter about it in Jason Schreier's book, which I'm slowly.
Oh, we can
Working
take
on it.
this off episode, but I got a little about that author, the Bloody
Trier?
Pixels one.
We'll chat later.
Yeah, well, we have
We'll
we
chat
need a
later.
little talk. But other than the New Vegas, I'm not gonna be long about this.
No, yeah.
Right before I came up here, I got a beta invite for a game called SOS that I apparently registered for.
Huh.
I'm just gonna read the description of it because I had never heard of this game before, and I'm still confused as to how I received the said invite.
I might know what you're talking about.
It's in beta right now. I'm sure they're still giving out keys. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I just had it up.
Is it like initialized or just?
Almost there.
Good luck.
Good luck. Okay. So SOS is an interactive game show where 16 entertaining performers are dropped onto Lacuna Island with one simple goal: get off Lacuna Island. Players must find a relic signal for extraction and grab a spot on the rescue chopper while outthinking opponents and fending off. And I think the description got cut off, but there's probably like random shit
Is
scattered.
Is that it?
Yeah. Sign up for the alpha. Yeah, that's probably. I don't. Maybe someone like posted about it on Reddit, and I was like, "Fuck it, whatever," and I just signed up. But I honestly don't remember. So I have it installed at my house. I'm gonna go at least check it out.
Yeah.
See, if it's anything decent.
Worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty dope.
Yep.
Looks like a more mature Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah. That's kind of yeah. I was getting from that. Yeah.
I don't want to be a dickhole and catch you guys off guard, but we've gone about 2 hours. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Oh wow.
Just on now playing.
Not the first time.
I know.
A
But
lot to talk about.
you want to just skip a break, jump right into show and tell? You guys got any show and tell?
The thing was because there's something you guys brought up in the Slack.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about it on Reddit, and I'm like, I'm gonna hear what you guys say about it because I didn't really feel like reading into it.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Sure.
So I'm just letting you know.
I don't know
have
that
no
much about
clue.
it, so-
I don't know anything about what's going on right now. I'm gonna get another beer real quick though. So
Well, shit. Because I figured we just do this and like call it early. You know what I mean? Not early, but
Yeah,
we've
no,
done
that's
fine.
it
Call
2
it,
hours.
call it.
But
Yeah.
All right, well we'll do that. We'll save that one as our big kind of topic. But Matt, did you have anything else?
Can't find an SNES Classic anywhere.
No, you can't. Why
No.
not?
I try calling and they laugh and say, "Nah, fam."
Here's a fun fact. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got an email that said funds have been added to your wallet. Thank you for your purchase. And I was like, the fuck? And then I remembered that I signed up for PlayStation View this week.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that the TV?
TV. Yeah, because I dropped cable.
Yeah.
And then Katie wanted to watch something, and I was like,
Are you looking for an SNES
let's
Classic?
try this thing.
You know
So,
what
yeah.
you should do is just
Fuck
go
you,
on
fuck you,
Craigslist.
fuck you.
I don't
Yeah.
want one that bad.
I'm curious to see how fast I restock it.
I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I believe in
I'm
Reggie.
really not that worried
Yeah,
about it
I'm
this
not
time
like actively looking for one, but like on my commute home from work, there's about like 3 different targets that are within range, and on the road, I had an AirPod in. I was just dialing all of them. I was
If
like,
I
"Hey,
had
you got
one-
one? Nah, all right, cool, thanks." That's what I thought.
If I had one right now, I wouldn't touch it. Just
That's-
because
you see, that's the
the
thing.
shit I'm playing.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
would
thing.
not
I
touch it.
wouldn't.
That's
either.
yeah. And I decided that like I gotta make sure I got money for, vacation stuff. I think at this point, I'm just gonna wait until November before I even start looking for one.
So you're
And
gonna
then
be
it-
gone until November?
Yeah.
I am
I
happy
broke
though.
'em.
Yeah.
That, I know you guys. It's because I want it. I don't want it. I want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I want it. I don't
Yeah,
want it.
I know.
I'm gonna
I
get
can
it.
wait.
I'm
You
gonna
know
get
what I
it.
mean?
I realized that all of those games, I've got them on Virtual Console already. I really, because I saw footage of it being played, and I realized I really just want them to make fucking Virtual Console. If they just put Virtual Console on Switch, I don't give a shit. I'm curious about Star Fox 2, but not enough to really.
Have you ever played it?
I have.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've seen it, but
It's
yeah.
got a lot of.
It's like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not long, but it's like
It's really
it's
fun, though.
got a lot of shit that carried over to
Yeah.
Star Fox
64,
64. Yeah.
Well, even the newest one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like the people I know that really, really wanted it, like the guys that had the Walmart pre-order, and then Walmart was like, "Oh, we just hit the wrong button, so
Right.
fuck you."
Yeah.
So those guys, they actually got one, and I'm kind of stoked that they got one. 'Cause
Yeah,
they were
I agree.
So the people I know that really wanted it at least got it. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of happy about that. But they also had wake up 4:30 in the morning and then on a work day,
fuck
like
that.
because that's how you sell something to people. Just
Surprise.
it's
Good luck.
ridiculous.
So Super Nintendo. Speaking of which, my little piece of show and tell.
Super
Nintendo,
Nintendo.
There's a series of developer interviews that have been happening on Nintendo.com. Akinori Sayo,
Soy sauce.
Sayo,
Oh,
who works for Nintendo, interviews developers from Nintendo about Super NES games. So far, there are, I believe, 6 different interviews. The first one was with Shigeru Miyamoto, Takaya Imamura, and Tsuyoshi Watanabe about Star Fox and Star Fox 2 specifically.
is this new?
These are in the last month or so they rolled out.
Where's Earthbound?
I know. Interview about F-Zero, Super Metroid with Sakamoto, Super Mario Kart, and then Super Mario World and Yoshi's Island. That's the most recent one. There's one more.
What does the question mark mean? Does that mean there's going to be more?
That's the final one. Or I
That's better.
think.
It better be. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be Earthbound, and then they're going to announce Mother 3 with it.
So about
Yeah.
that,
It's gonna be a
at the
pass.
at the end of the at the end of the 5th interview, it says, "Look forward to Volume 6, Kirby Superstar."
Oh.
So but
Yeah,
Yeah.
region free means
Yeah.
3, so
Yeah.
that's fine. But those have been really, really interesting. I read through the a couple of them, and the one on Super Metroid was kind of funny because it was like talking about like we sure did get worked to death. Like it's funny because I'm reading that Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, and you hear all about like the crunch and how shitty a working environment it is to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But then like you don't really hear that from Nintendo workers. They're
They're pretty much hush hush
the-
about
right,
everything.
the-
Probably
they-
because they're
yeah.
gonna get sniped if they say
Yeah.
something.
it's just like they're
With that
very
super
like
scope.
Yeah.
they're very old school, like quiet, reserved, professional about it. But like to hear them be like, yeah, we set up cots because we couldn't leave the office. It's like, oh, okay, shit. That was kind of interesting. But then like hearing like how the main theme for Super Metroid was written, and it was cool. It was
That's
pretty
cool.
pretty neat things there. What I really like about them is they're kind of in tune with the Iwata Asks series that Iwata used to do with all the
Yeah.
developers. Like there's a lot of that like really nitty gritty insight stuff. Nothing's ever really going to hit the level of detail that those did because Iwata was
never.
just like
You can't replace
yeah.
that. Irreplaceable.
But these have like a cool element of that.
Hmm.
All right, well, why don't we jump into unless you guys have anything else.
I don't.
Yeah, so Nintendo also, this is something Matt sent to our Slack chat this week, where there's the Nintendo Creators Program out there for people who live stream. The Nintendo's Creator Program, it lets people who use YouTube to receive a portion of advertising proceeds from videos using Nintendo copyrighted content. There was a whole thing where for a while people were making money on these things. Then Nintendo said, fuck you, you're not making any money on this. So anything that was flagged as Nintendo, any advertising proceeds went right to Nintendo and bypassed the content creator. So the Nintendo Creators Program said, hey, let's do it. We are going to make money because it's our shit that you're making money off of, but we'll at least cut you in on it as long as you join our program. Now, they're unable to broadcast content live. It seems like you're still going to receive ad revenue for,
Post stuff.
yeah. Post-recorded, or what do we call that? Pre-recorded video on demand. But streaming will not do that. So there's an email that was sent out, and essentially there's two options. They can broadcast content on YouTube live from a channel that is not registered to the Nintendo Creators Program, or they can cancel their channel's registration to the program and register their videos to the program separately. It's a weird thing. There's obviously a really, really hostile reaction to it, and
Is there a loophole with this?
So what's changing now?
essentially,
YouTube's just getting worse.
it's not
Well,
necessarily.
Nintendo is making this worse.
Yeah,
So-
but
So are they taking a bigger
yeah,
cut?
but advertising in general on top of that with YouTube is not in a good spot right now.
That's what I've heard.
Because you can say one little thing, and whoever was sponsoring your show or whatever, they can just immediately just choose not to sponsor, and you get no money for that.
The bigger thing here is
But yeah, that doesn't help it.
Nintendo's tightening the clamps on who's making money off their content.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this is all kind of going to a weird place that it inevitably had to go to, but ever since, and it's not like one dude is the catalyst for everything, but you murder Archduke Franz Ferdinand, it's kind of going to kick some things off. There's a lot that led up to it, but there's that final thing that opens it all up. A little world history for you, Matt.
Oh no.
And I think with PewDiePie this
pause.
year, with two instances of PewDiePie hitting the media, in a
My blood's
in a negative way, it's suddenly kind of bringing all this stuff out, and now more and more. I mean, again, like there's a lot of factors that go into this, like more than we have time to even go into. But like the way that content is changing, like Nintendo announced also this week that the Wii Shop channel is coming to an end.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of 2019. You can't.
Miiverse.
Miiverse is dying, but like the bigger thing is like with Wii Shop channel in particular,
Yeah.
you can only buy in-store currency up through this coming March, and you can only redeem that currency for games through the next January in 2019, and then you won't be able to re-download things after a while. So we're starting to see the repercussions of the digital era in terms of like ownership and those types of things.
In reality, you don't actually own it; you're renting.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's that whole kind of
DRM.
right. We're in a weird spot, but you think about like I don't want to go too crazy, but like the internet itself is in a really early stage.
Oh yeah, it's only been out for like 20 years,
right?
I mean, more than that, but it's been booming for 20 years. Yeah,
and we're really like we're just in the early days. Like you can still technically, if you want to, go download anything you want. There's going to be a time where that is not going to happen. There's no more. We used to have those fucking. Everybody had Dave, the greasy neighbor with the fucking weird box that lets you watch pay-per-view wrestling, like
the black box.
Right, like that shit's like they cut down on that. Like there's little things like it's still at a point where the internet, like you can get away with some shit, but we're not going to be there forever.
Yeah. We're
going to hit that, as I like to call it, Ghost in the Shell era, where everything is it's there. Like there's no.
See, I don't know. I kind of disagree with that, only because when you have someone that prevents it, there's always going to be that group of anonymous people in Russia that go through anyway.
You're right.
Like once they open that Pandora's box, like there's no way to like.
You're right. My point is that there is always going to be that anti-neath the law, whatever. The thing is, so think about I think did I just bring this up on the podcast recently or not? The Coke freestyle machines. Did we talk about that on the podcast?
No. Freestyle machines.
So those machines now where you go there and you can put like lemon and vanilla in your fucking Coke, right?
Oh, like Burger King or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So those are the owners of shops who have those, right? They're renting those or leasing them from Coke. Coke sends them the packages. So you get a package of vanilla, you get a package of Coke, you get all the different flavors and all the different things. Those have expiration dates. Now, previously, everything had an expiration date. Nothing's changed, right? But the difference is you work at McDonald's, you own your little, or you what do you call the franchise? Your little thing. You buy the powder of Coca-Cola mix and Sprite mix and all that shit, and it goes expired. Well, there goes money. Well, fuck it. Just dump it in. It's expired. Who gives a shit? These freestyle machines, they have fucking firmware inside of them. So remotely, Coke goes, yo, that shit's expired. Done. They can also say, yo, we don't support that flavor. Done. And shut that shit down remotely. Hey, you didn't pay your bill for our lease. Done. Shut that down.
Oh, shit.
Think about
it's kind
that.
of like a liquor license almost.
Think about that, but now extrapolate. Everybody's dumping Alexas into their home. Everybody's dumping all these things into like smart lights, smart locks, smart whatever. I might buy a light bulb and it's going to last me however long. If I buy the Philips Hue and they're fucking dope, right? In a decade, who's to say that Philips isn't going to go, we got new light bulbs. We want you to buy those. We're going to disable them now. Like,
oh, that's kind
right
of scary.
now, it is, right? But we're in a point now where we still have a little bit of control and freedom. Those reins are going to start to get tightened because money. So to bring this back to Nintendo has a right to their property. It's their property. They made these things. It's whatever. They can do whatever they want with it. A lot of people, the big backlash I'm seeing is like, hey, this is free advertising for Nintendo, and it blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, you got dudes out there making Super Mario 64 mods to play online and starting a Patreon to get money to support his mod of Super Mario 64. It's a whole different thing, right? But at some point, Nintendo has to say, like, guys, this is our thing, and who's representing it? To tie back to PewDiePie, you've got companies like Camposanto was one, the developers of Firewatch, that were like, yeah, we're going to put a DMC takedown on anything he's ever done with our thing because we don't know that this is the way to handle this, but this is what we can do to sort of say we don't want to support this guy in any way. That right there was, it's not the Archduke murder, but it's something, right? It's it's some guy giving the middle finger to some guy behind his back that led to Archduke Franz Ferdinand getting murdered. It's little things like that are starting, that are going to get these things pushed to court, that's going to make a big federal court case in the next... I'd be surprised if it, by the end of 2018, if we don't have some big thing about this, where we really start to talk about... Because everybody's fucking streaming, right now.
And it's easier. It's getting easier and easier by the day.
Right. I mean, like, the fact that we're doing a podcast, a decade ago, this was super difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Podcast now, pretty easy to do. I could do it on myself and if I wanted to.
I stream every time I play hockey.
Boom. Right? But
Easy.
even think about what we do just with video capture. We're capturing video and we're putting it out there for content. Those things are all in the palms of everybody. It's not expensive to do anymore. Bandwidth has changed. Like, there's a lot of ways to do that, and now there's all these services that allow you to upload that. Like, everything we do, dump it on YouTube. You know, it's because we don't. You know, a decade ago, like when sites like Giant Bomb were pioneering a lot of that stuff, they're hosting all that stuff on their own servers. There was no YouTube. YouTube had a 10-minute limit or 15-minute limit.
I remember that.
Right? Like, and that long form kind of stuff, you needed to really have the bandwidth to do it. Now you don't need it. You can just boom, sign up for an account and you go. We're gonna hit a point where this is all going to come down to, like, it's so easy to do it that companies are going to say, if it's so easy to do it, why don't we just do it? You know, we're already seeing that. Like, companies are hiring streamers to do things and paying them to do it.
E3, you had streamers.
The game changers.
Yeah.
Right, game changers.
Was
but
that what they were called? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Which turned out to be terrible marketing
It
PR
did.
type people.
But that's anything's bad.
Need for
I know.
speed.
So what's up, guys? My name's.
Oh my god.
But that's the beginning of it. Like, they're gonna get to the point where next year they're not gonna have someone who's bad. They're gonna bring the guy in a month earlier and teach him how to be, you know, whatever on.
They're gonna
stage.
They're gonna hire someone that's already a streamer, and then he's gonna go through some kind of formal training.
They're not gonna go, hey man, here's your script, go.
Yeah.
They're gonna go, okay, let's do a little more than just
Let's
makeup.
rehearse once.
Yeah.
Can you please say the name of our game without a twice in between?
Yeah.
So okay, I'm still confused though. So, say I want to stream, Breath of the Wild.
You can.
Okay.
That's fine. However, if you try to get ads while streaming, Nintendo will shut your shit down.
So you mean if I get like, Blue Apron?
Yep.
Like,
no.
oh, this
No.
Master Sword's brought to you by Blue Apron.
Essentially, it used to be do whatever you want. Then Nintendo said do whatever you, it was do whatever you want and make money. Nintendo said do whatever you want, we make money. Everyone said fuck you, this is how I make a living. And Nintendo said, all right, do what you want. We're going to make a little bit, you make a little bit.
Okay.
Sound good? Now Nintendo's saying do what you want, make money, but if you're broadcasting, you're not making shit. It's ours. It's almost like the next
What do
level.
you mean if you're
See, but the
broadcasting, like, if
the
you're-
loophole here is though, it's only on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. There's no
You
mention
can
of anything about Twitch.
Nothing with Twitch yet,
Or
which is still the
Ustream.
major one.
Mixler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or,
Hell,
yeah,
even
yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no mention there yet, so there's still a loophole, and I think this is a direct reaction to the whole PewDiePie thing.
These are all of those things that are coming out of it where it's just like they're now I've already forgot who said it. I think it was I don't remember which one of you know. But about the like being able to just go, yeah, no, done, shut it down. Right? Like it
That was me with YouTube and their advertising.
Right. Like, yeah, like advertisers are looking at that stuff now in a serious way because
Mm-hmm.
who's saying what? It's
But like that's such a fickle way too. It's like you don't know what. Like they could just say that just to say it and just take it down. They don't,
Maybe,
they don't
but-
need a reason. Like
Yeah. It's pretty much
because whoever's watching can take it
but
a certain
but
way.
we
and then
we also got
that's
flagged.
legitimate.
We get flagged all the time, right? Like if we post something that has something copywritten by Nintendo, we get a flag that says, "Hey, Nintendo copy," or "This is a Nintendo copyright," and then it says like, "You're cool. We just want to let you know that like if you were gonna make," and we don't put ads on our things because I hate ads. Everything we do, like, we spend our own money on this because it's a hobby that we enjoy doing. We like doing this. We like doing all of this. It's not about for us making money. We do this outside of our jobs. If we could make money, that'd be great. There's no non-greasy, shitty way for us to make money without bullshit ads. So fuck it. I'd rather have everything
the
I
ads
do
free.
hate the podcast when they were talking and then it's like, I just ordered Blue Apron the other day.
I
You know what I mean?
I get it. Everybody needs to make money. For me, I don't want to sacrifice. Like I like what we do.
I mean, the most
I don't mind
see-
spending the money. The big thing for me though is, now I got fucking stupid. I'm dumb. I don't remember. I don't remember where I was going.
This is a
Like I think the least bothersome way that I see some people handle with like trying to get money, not necessarily Patreon, but like Before that, it would be like a donation page,
Yeah,
like a
Mm-hmm.
PayPal account type thing. They're like, hey, if you want to donate, it's right there.
Donate
I'm not
was the
gonna
key
say
word,
what
though,
for.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say what's going towards.
Yeah.
Just if you feel like supporting me in any way, there it is.
I mean, it's cool that we're in an era where people can make money doing that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we talk about the Danny O'Dwyer documentaries, No Clip.
Oh yeah.
The stuff that came out of that, like the Doom and the Rocket League and all those they're so good. And I love that exists, and he's able to leave a place like GameSpot and go and make something like that. But I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore.
It's
There's some.
I mean, take my opinion and thought with a grain of salt, because when it comes to like streaming and all that, I am so fucking far behind. Like when I'm on Twitch, I have I've been on Twitch maybe 2 times. I've always seen it as, you bought the game, you own it, but it's kind of like saying, like with UFC fights at bars, you have to have a special contract with, I guess, HBO.
Right.
Because they say, well, you can either buy the fight for $100, but what's for a bar to say, hey, we're gonna buy it for $100, have hundreds of people show up, charge them $15 at the door, and we're gonna make triple.
Right.
That's how I see it. So for Nintendo to come out and kind of attack it makes sense for me, at least.
Yeah, I see it.
It's really hard at an economic level for Nintendo to attack this when they're still the underdogs in this whole race. It would be something different if like PlayStation or Xbox started the crackdown on, no pun intended, but started the crackdown on like this thing, and then Nintendo kind of was like, oh well, yeah, us too, you can't do that. But like,
Do you think it's a smart choice to like generalize it instead of doing it a case by case thing? I can see financially that'd be convenient because you don't want a whole bunch of court cases for every single thing.
When you say generalized, what do you mean?
So just overall, they're just fuck it. I don't care who you are. You're not making money off of this. When it probably just should be people who just don't give it a good representation.
Yeah, but then you start getting into that weird nitty gritty whatever. They have to protect Nintendo is so conscious of what their company looks like, what their characters look like, what their games look like.
It's always been like that since the NES It's all about that.
They should look at Rule 34.
oh god.
But that's the thing. Like they were going around. If you remember, about a year ago, they were going around and they were like pushing to get that shit taken down. Like it was like, sorry, you can't show Princess Peach with a dick. It just, it's not. We don't want that.
It's a toadstool, Joe.
But they were like going against like.
Yeah.
They were trying to get when you bing Rosalina, they did not want certain pictures of Rosalina to show up, because of that brand control. They're conscious of that stuff.
I just didn't know if it was a wiser choice.
I don't know. I'm not them.
I mean, we'll find out.
So, I'm just curious. I mean, I'm not surprised that Nintendo is doing this. We all love Nintendo. Everybody has a nostalgia hit for Nintendo. They're dope, whatever. But yeah, like Joe said earlier, they're all about image and how Nintendo is seen. Are there any other, is there some other company doing the same exact thing? I mean, other than finding like a DMC or whatever the hell it is.
I mean, not in this regard, but I think this can relate to the whole Jim Ryan and crossplay thing. This is just, I think, another just bad PR thing.
I don't know if it's, I don't even know if it's bad PR. Like I don't know that I agree or disagree with this in one way or the other. I think it's just this is the beginnings of a bigger conversation that's gonna happen about digital rights and copyright law and what does it mean to stream? What does it mean to post something? How much of it is parody? How much is whatever? Who owns what? We've also we have some videos that we got claims on that I mentioned before. We got claims from Nintendo, and that's one thing. We also got claims from some company on a couple of our videos, and I tracked down the company, and they don't own the right. It was Castlevania stuff, and it wasn't Konami that was coming after us. It was another company saying we own that, and it was like, fuck you do. Your name's not Konami. And I looked up the company, and it's a bullshit clickbait site. But there's no way for me to contest that. For me, I can say to YouTube, actually, I believe this is fair use, or actually this, actually this, actually that. But none of it was, hey YouTube, that's not the owner of this. You know what I mean? Like it's
You
one
can't-
thing
it's
that
a thing you click like a bubble. It's like,
there was no
this is
other,
actually-
there was no,
yeah.
there's nothing like that for me. So technically speaking, if I pushed the right buttons and whatever, I could start going around and going, that's mine actually. I'm going to take a piece of that. Now, again, we don't put ads on our stuff. So whoever claimed it, they're not getting shit anyway. But if we were making ads and we depended on that stuff, some random bullshit company is going to come along and say, it's ours. And it's probably more of a hassle because for me, it's definitely a hassle for me to go through and fight YouTube and try and say, well, hey, so there's companies out there that are doing that kind of stuff too. And that's where these court cases are. It is going to go up there. It's going to hit a thing where the FCC needs to rule in on it or whatever that is.
You are kind of right though. It is the early stage of the internet. It's not the Wild West of like the late 90s.
No, I mean, we're going to
But-
hit a point where like everything is everywhere. You're just, there's not, I don't know. You think about like we've spent, if we talk about the internet in its 20th year, right? Which we're a little bit more than that. But if we look at 20 years even, or 30, right?
I mean, I'm not going technicalities because think it was, it was
Let's say 30
70s,
years.
whatever.
Let's
but
say
I'm
30
talking
years.
like strictly like 90s, like
Right.
when it was actually
Mainstream.
mainstream.
Let's say 30 years, just for
Okay.
clean sake. The first 10 was like, nah. The second 10 was like, The last 10 has been a lot of like data mining. You look at like Facebook, you look at Google, you look at all that shit, and it's just been like this. Okay, what can we collect to learn how to do this? And like the next 30 years are going to get really fucking weird.
Yeah.
When they start taking everything that these companies have learned, and like privacy is going to be a whole big topic in a different way. And
I mean, everything you do is about collecting info. Like every time you go to Taco Bell, how many surveys they want you to fill out? When you get an app on your phone, they want you to rate it and tell you like what you think about it. It's just,
and then that's the stuff that like we're agreeing to. There's the stuff that like,
yeah.
well, we agree to all of it technically, right? When you sign up for an account on Facebook, Facebook's like,
You
Hey,
saw your soul. You saw your soul.
you know that by using this, you're
Here's a 500,000 word doc about our privacy terms,
Yeah.
but if you just click this box, you have yourself an account.
Did you ever
Right.
see
Somewhere in
Or
the
if you like walk into
500,000
a store,
words.
you're agreeing that your likeness can be used or something like that.
yeah. I mean that should happen. But I mean like, no one reads it, no one cares because we're all oh free account. I can post pictures of my grandson eating spaghetti.
Did you guys see that Netflix documentary? Because
Which one?
I forgot what it's fucking called, but it's about this exact topic.
Yeah.
About kind of like what Matt said. It's hey, here's an encyclopedia document of the terms.
Mm.
Just click next. You're good.
Yeah,
click
it's,
the box,
yeah,
you're good.
it's,
But meanwhile, in the fine print, it's like, oh, we have basically the rights to everything.
well, I mean that
You can't blame us.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out there and disparage anything, but I got an email for something that I was potentially going to use. I was pretty excited about it.
Like an app?
It was just a service for cloud
Okay,
storage,
okay.
and I was like, oh cool, I got cloud storage. It was like a big chunk of it, and it said like, hey, just so you know, anything you save here is ours, and we can use it, and we might not use it, personally, but we might sell it to our advertisers, or we might. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, no thanks,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna put anything here, because I was like, I saw it, it was like, oh cool, this is a cheap way to do this, and whatever, and I could use that cloud storage for a lot of our stuff for the free cheese and whatever. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it somewhere else. You know what I mean?
It's scary.
It's just but there's so many people that just go, yep. I'll do
You
it.
can't blame them though. You're gonna fucking even if it's just 2 paragraphs in an email, no one's gonna fucking read that because they're already used to.
And I think
I
like
accept the terms. Click next.
and they know that they know
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
gonna read it
But yeah, I mean,
unless you're a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless you're in court. Yeah.
there's a much larger thing that's gonna come out of all of this. I think we're just seeing the beginnings of it. I don't know where it goes, but it's definitely gonna get weird.
It's gonna get real weird.
I just think it's weird that Nintendo was the first to do this and not anyone else.
I think it's weird, but like I said, I'm kind of not surprised.
The most casual thing I've seen related to this, it's remotely related, is when that Dragon Cancer came out and they were like pleading people to not stream it because they weren't making money off of that.
Well, I mean,
Whoa,
this goes...
And also they didn't want
there-
the game to be spoiled.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's that, and then there was the whole Persona 5
I was
thing
gonna
where,
say,
like,
yeah.
slowly,
Yeah, that's-
chapter by
yeah.
chapter, they let PS4 users
Yeah,
stream it, because PS4 has that built in where...
yeah.
And it will tell you, hey, you can't record this, and it'll be like the
Oh,
shittiest
really?
fucking ad in the
Mhm.
world, and then once the ad goes away, it goes back to recording.
Wait, so like, so you
No, I
play PS4
did-
and you hit the stream button? And you won't
Yeah.
let you stream?
So
Certain things you know.
or
block.
even just like because it does like record like the last 30 or
I didn't
20
know
minutes
that
or
would happen
whatever.
over it. I just get the warning like, hey.
Or
this
the
isn't
yeah,
being
yeah,
Or like the
yeah.
the spoiler content, that kind of stuff. But like I have seen
yeah.
it where it's like a shitty like MLB the Show does this. It's very fucking clever. They will stop the recording because a lot of times like I understand it's to get into a game that's going to take an hour long and there's a lot of textures and stuff. So like the loading times aren't the most ideal. They'll cut that recording and then they'll bring it right back on after the loading screen's done.
Yeah.
So it's like little things like that like you're starting to see it, but
Yeah.
like you said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I just think it's weird that Nintendo's the first when, it's not their shit that's getting streamed the most. It's not even like
not.
up there. Maybe on like a launch day, like Breath of the Wild, 6th round, or
But-
a Splatoon. But after that, it's not even much. And the other weird thing is, this is YouTube. I don't even know anyone who uses YouTube for streaming.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Well,
I know, but
Live
I
streaming,
think
at
here's the
least.
thing too, though. You got to remember Nintendo's in a very specific spot where they're not on top. You're right, but they're in the process of rebuilding their kind of brand image. Switch.
but is this the way you want to do that, though?
No. You're pissing off a very minor few, a very vocal few.
A
but
very vocal few that can freely advertise your game.
who's watching that? Like, are the people? I don't know. If I'm Nintendo, I'm looking at that intersection and I'm wondering how much of that is bleeding over because old Grandma Betty, who's your 54-year-old Betty,
7-year-old Betty.
7-year-old Betty. When little Timmy says, "I want a Switch," or "I want a 3DS," she's just gonna go into Target and buy one. She's not watching to see which streamer's streaming what and whether
Yeah,
or
but
not
10-year-old
Nintendo's-
Timmy knows how to use technology. He might be watching one of these channels that sees this Splatoon 2. Like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. Without that content, now they're fucking playing Bloodborne.
Yeah, I mean,
What's that supposed to mean?
It goes from very kid-friendly to now they're all fucked up in the head.
rightfully so.
The
though.
moon presence got them.
10 out of 10 game.
Hey, if we all
Perfect.
played Bloodborne when we were kids, wouldn't we be much better?
I mean, I played Doom when I was 6.
Mommy, can I go out and kill tonight? I don't know. I think I found the name of the episode. Yeah.
It's going to get weird. It's going to get more weird. Does Switch have like a stream feature? I know that's kind of like the
While they're being assholes, mostly Matt. I know you immediately were like no.
that was it. Just
I know.
Surprise. So like, how do
You're
you?
playing it up. I thought you were gonna dial it in
No.
with him. He dialed it way the fuck in.
Nope. So do you have to like?
A UI on the Switch? What?
Anyway. Anyway.
Do you have to like?
So
buy-
there's a screenshot button,
Okay.
and when it was announced that there's a screenshot button, there was the announcement that later it will also allow for video recording. Fucker. Look, we're still
but-
waiting on.
Yeah,
but-
later. When's later?
Even then, I don't think it means live streaming.
I don't know that it does or it doesn't.
How many
but,
themes do we have on the console?
dude,
2.
How long have we had 2?
Doom. Period.
Red cartridge.
If they don't,
Fucked up. If they don't, it's already gonna be a 6 out of 10 game.
6.66
Six.
though.
Yeah.
Sorry, you are correct.
So I don't know. I mean, these kind of things are. It's only the beginning. I feel like I've said that a lot now.
Do you
But
think? So
No, I think you're right. It's just I think it's weird for I get why Nintendo's doing it, but it's just weird that they're the first domino.
somebody
to
had to
fall.
though. Somebody had to, and this is gonna make the other content creators or rather content owners, copyright owners, go, whoa, shit. What are we doing? How are our games being seen? Because again, like, how many hours,
What
how
I'm
many
more-
hundreds, how many thousands of hours are there of certain things? I mean, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, biggest game in the world right now. When you get on the plane, do you have your chat turned on?
Oh, it is muted.
Yeah.
Oh no, you embrace
And why
that
is
shit.
that?
It is muted.
You embrace
And why
that
is
shit.
that?
It is muted.
And why is that?
If you want to hear,
I don't need specifics.
I'm just saying, if you want to hear
Don't
every
go PewDiePie on us right now.
I'm not gonna. If you want to hear every racial slur in a plane ride, yeah, you unmute that bad boy.
Sure.
If you want to hear that, you want to hear how many dudes fucked your mom,
Right.
whatever. Yeah, you unmute it.
Now, take all of those backwoods motherfuckers, give them the power of the internet, which they have
Yeah.
because they're playing this game online, and give them the ease of use of something like Twitch or YouTube, and then let your game be put through that filter, right? Like, that's where Nintendo's coming from, where they're going, you know what? Fuck this.
See,
Also, like, at the end of the day, like, it's the same thing. If I walk into fucking at Costco and I buy a giant mountain of Coca-Cola for $20, it's the same thing, pay-per-view, right? And then I go out on the street and I start selling for
Yeah.
$1 a piece. If Coke wants to come by and go like, yo, read the side of the can, not for resale. That's, it's
But
there.
when it
But then again, I bought it.
When-
so, like,
at least
I don't know. I don't
when-
even know.
It's just weird that a person can get blamed for the image of a game.
Yeah.
Like a person dictates how the game looks when that's not how we should be looking at it to begin with.
But think about like something
Like
as
an asshole's being an asshole regardless of what's going
Yeah.
on screen.
true, but something as subtle as me playing Tony Hawk 5 in conjunction with Until Dawn.
No, I mean, I
tainted
totally
that.
get what Nintendo's doing.
But,
But I
like,
just think that
I-
it's stupid to
I understand
let
what
the
you're
person
saying
dictate
about
their
the
image.
1 in a million can really ruin something for everyone, but like this is strictly to the Nintendo Creators Program, whatever it's called. Like Nintendo already approved these people to have content on their game, and
Yeah.
now you're shutting
Yeah,
down their access for live streaming.
Yeah.
These people you already gave permission to, so that's
They just not just
that's
gotta-
the
they just
part
gotta
that's
resort to
weird. Like I
post-production.
understand that. Like
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're gonna shut that shit down, shut it down. Because
But yeah, you're right.
you
They-
heard it last week. You were sitting on the couch and you heard all the player unknown bullshit. I was like, oh, I'm in the plane.
Yeah.
And then you knew when I jumped out because it stopped.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they should have made it to where like they changed something with the creators program to where like there's like another loophole you have to.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
another-
I think
another
further
loop you have to
screening
jump
or something
through.
like that.
That way, if you're
or
not a part
an
of
extra
it,
permission.
you don't make money.
part of the
Another
what
payment,
Nintendo
I don't
said was
Or another cut. Maybe another cut, maybe. I don't know.
There should be like a litmus test. or
what
whatever.
Nintendo said, because we did never read this. It said, thank you for using the Nintendo Creators Program. We have updated the Nintendo Creators Program user guide with information on how revenue generated during live stream broadcasts on YouTube will be handled in the Nintendo Creators Program. Live streaming on YouTube falls outside the scope of the Nintendo Creators Program. This means that you cannot broadcast content on YouTube Live from the account you have registered to the Nintendo Creators Program. Please check the user guide for details. Thank you for your ongoing support of the Nintendo Creators Program. As YouTube continues to evolve, we will work to provide you timely information to help you manage your account with the Nintendo Creators
That
Program.
line right there.
As YouTube continues to evolve.
Mhm.
And that's really what it comes down to. Is
That's
as
why I feel like
things change,
something happened between them two. I feel like and it's like, you know what? Fine.
things are changing, and like
Calling YouTube out on their bullshit. Don't
And
get
this
mad at us.
isn't-
Get mad at YouTube.
Yeah, and this isn't
I-
going to
yeah.
be the final thing, the final
But
action.
I don't-
And right to that, I'm curious to see what other things happen. Because essentially, you're going to want everything buttoned down, all these terms and conditions finalized before Odyssey. Is this the first thing, or is this the only thing before Odyssey? Like, once Odyssey comes, I feel like
I
that's
think
the state of what Nintendo wants to do in this service.
I don't pay close attention to anything because I really don't care. Everything's depressing and bullshit. But there's something going on with Facebook right now, and I don't know.
I don't even know.
I'm looking at you
What?
because I feel like you always know.
I know.
With Facebook?
Something about like Russia and Facebook.
Oh,
Or,
Russia, they created accounts. It's also on Twitter too. They created accounts and posted like either it was like fake articles or just statements
Oh,
in
the
general.
fake news.
Yeah, to stir up the pot of arguments. And a
That's-
lot of it was targeted like
Oh,
during the
yeah,
Baltimore riots.
but
and
I
stuff
know
like
that like I know that Mark Zuckerberg's under some heat for something, and again, that's the extent of my knowledge, right? But things like that are starting, like those types of things are going to start to influence how other platforms are handling certain content. So it could be something completely unrelated to gaming, where something happens and all of a sudden everybody who owns these platforms, these billion-dollar companies, are going to go, shit, fuck, we got to change something. Our terms of service changed today. I don't know. external factors can start to change. It's whatever.
I do get a weird taste in my mouth whenever I start up something, and it's like, hey, terms and services just changed. We're gonna have you read them again. And
Yep.
you're like,
Let me read them. I will read them.
What's
you know.
different this time? And
Yeah.
I just get really. It's like, why did it have to change?
Boot up Destiny 2, see the terms of service. I'm like, don't care. Let me just play. I just want to
Yeah.
fucking be a hunter.
But that's why they made it, like a dictionary long. Because who the fuck in the right mind is gonna sit there and read? And the language itself, it's not like.
But I mean,
easy
like
to
the like, dumb shit that people don't even realize. Like when you use Comcast Internet and you make a search for something, or you visit certain websites, television advertisements when you have Comcast cable are going to reflect your internet browsing history. Like that's a thing.
Yep.
And it's subtle, and you don't realize it. It's one of those things where you start to look at it and go, I think, yeah, you do think, because it's fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
It's very blatant now. You go on Amazon, then you go on Facebook. It's like, hey, remember this Amazon thing you searched
Yeah.
for? It's like, dude,
Hey, remember all those fidget spinners you were buying?
Yeah, maybe you would like these.
On 98 Rock, they did this cool experiment when they had one of their phones just sitting on the desk, and they just kept saying tires. Like they would just say, they would run the morning show, but then out of nowhere they'll talk and just be like tires, tires. And then when they were done, they opened up Facebook, and all of the ads were about like Firestone and like Goodwill or the Goodyear tires and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking real thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
So it's
Fuck,
weird
I better
now.
watch out how many times I say dildos.
I know.
I think you're okay. Apple's pretty good about privacy.
That's true.
It's gonna get weird,
Dun, dun,
and Matt said earlier, it's a matter of what's gonna happen next, because they did something before and now they're doing something
It'll
like
change
drastically. It's gonna change again.
I'm more
people are
curious.
gonna be so vocal.
Yeah.
It'll change again.
Yeah, you get the vocal audience. I'm just more curious to see what Nintendo's next move is and if it's before Odyssey comes out. Because obviously, I think
Probably
you're
not.
going to want everything finalized before Odyssey comes out if you want to be protective of your license.
Nah, something will happen.
'Cause that's
Odyssey
the
will
flagship.
update, and then it'll happen.
However, they are getting scandalous nipples.
Yeah, that's true.
You can take all those tasty screenshots.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
So if I live stream myself at the Nintendo Park at Universal, are they gonna take it down?
They won't take it down. They're just going to take all your money
I mean that's what
that
I mean.
you're making.
Yeah.
Because it's not really. a
Can't
game.
wait for that though.
Or you just stream on Twitch. Just stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Mm.
Twitch will not be the monopoly. They already had the monopoly. I feel like on streaming. But
Who bought Twitch? Someone bought Twitch.
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's the
Which is better than Google
But
personal, on a
a
personal
lot of
level,
people
I
don't
think.
use UStream, and that has less lag time than Twitch.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about Ustream.
Wasn't Ustream on the PS4?
It was at
Yeah.
launch, yeah.
That's what they came out saying, and everyone was like, well, "You better fucking have Twitch," and they're like, "Don't worry, we got Twitch."
Yeah.
I remember that.
But Ustream paid us money to say.
Uh,
Well, that was an episode, huh?
Yeah.
we got there.
I know.
October.
Yeah, it is. Mommy!
I'm just glad.
It's a way to start it off.
I'm
Yeah.
just glad you like just Misfits, Danzig, Ghost.
That's
Solely
we're all there, dude. Like
just glad, man.
Slayer rule. Yeah, I'm real happy it's October. Speaking of October, we got a new cover story. Trick. Yeah, that's right. You heard it. Our cover stories in the last year, we've always done like a theme, and we've done sort of, this higher concept kind of thing. And this month, we're just going a little loosey-goosey with it. By loosey, I mean, we still have a theme, but really it's just let's celebrate October and Halloween, all things spooky in October and
through the
fall and cool
Keep it coming.
and
I
rad.
already have a list of games I'm running through for
And that's
spooks.
that's where we're
Straight
at.
up.
So all month long we're talking about cool Halloween stuff because Halloween rules. Everything else drools. Right? Anything you guys want to add to that or?
He's got me concerned. He just said about the whole list of games he has to get through. I'm concerned about the whole list of games I'm forced to get through.
Oh, yeah,
this
dude.
month.
We will be, now that I have proper internet, live streaming unless
Nintendo.
unless Konami shuts us down. Matt plays PT.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It's got to happen.
I love it.
Have you played PT?
I got
through the first hallway,
and I
turned right and I shut it off.
Look,
Here's the thing though.
PT
There's
is my favorite quote game.
There's one other piece about it too that's going to be very specific to how we play this. That thing on the wall behind you, Matt. Right now, it's in an upright position. It'll be in a downright position.
I don't know. Oh,
That thing.
fuck.
Yeah,
How bad is
that one.
That's not that bad.
No,
Well-
it needs
well,
to be
hold on a
all
second,
lights
hold on.
out.
You turned off the one. There's a light switch at the top of the stairs as well, and that one will be off as well.
Do you have a headset for the PS4?
I got stuff.
Because you need
God
Oh,
damn
wait,
it, it's
no,
gifted
yeah,
you
that-
one.
lights
Fuck.
out.
Yeah.
Lights out.
Gorilla Radio.
I already
Gorilla
told you.
Phone.
Turn that shit. Metallica.
Accessibility. already told you I can't use that one.
We'll get you some contacts. You can wear
Nope,
these.
my eyes burn.
We'll get you these. We'll do.
Also, we will not be here.
Here's no. We will.
Yeah,
we will.
We'll be down the
I'm-
street. Taco Bell.
I'll buy a bunch of.
You have to live.
You all better bring me back shit.
Here's what we do. We'll buy a candelabra.
Mm.
We'll fill it with black candles.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We'll light the candles. You can play PT by candlelight. How about that?
I still vote for all lights off. I'm telling you. Just get a little loose.
You know, honestly,
Put a couple
the candle-
Sammy Adams in you.
the-
You'll be fine.
The candle
You'll be
candle
fine.
won't make a difference. I
No,
guarantee you, the
No, it's
candle
still
won't make a
you're still
difference.
gonna get spooked.
Yeah.
Can't do the Sammy Adams.
Why not?
Cause then he gets loose. You need him tense as fuck.
Okay, you know
You're
what?
gonna wait 5 hours for me to go down to turn right down that first
I'm
hallway.
warning you.
I know.
I've
He should
I-
at least get one.
I
One
could
just-
I gotta get something to sip on.
I can only
You need
play
to
it
handicap.
loose.
I'll bring you a juice monster
Now look,
mango, or I can get
played
you.
this game in my friend's room in the dark upstairs, and people could not come
Ballers
into the
play.
room and watch me play. They were like in the doorway because they didn't want to see it head on. They still got freaked out, and even though I love this game to death, I still had like when I went to the bathroom, I had to like double check everything.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But in a way, I wasn't like I was afraid, but at the same time, I loved it. It's weird
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
because
chills, man.
no game has made me felt like that. In
Yeah.
so long.
I gotta fire it up again.
It's that exposure shit, man. We used to wander around in graveyards.
The best way
Right?
to handle
Yeah.
fear is with anger. I'm telling you, just get pissed off at it and stare it right in the face and like face fuck it. Just
I used to wander around in the woods in the dark because I was scared of it.
naked.
Yeah. Fucking. Just go there and sit for a while and listen to see what happens.
Just get a bunch of ants. It's
Yeah. And
leaves.
I'm so excited you're gonna play PT.
They say it.
I'm
They're
so excited.
they're
No,
saying
you have
it.
to. You have to. There's no going back now.
one of them. I'm gonna play Silent Hill. I never played Silent Hill.
Oh yes.
No.
You're gonna. I'm not gonna say anything else about Silent Hill. I want a fresh
Yeah, like
fresh review of it.
I'm really like I'm familiar with Silent Hill a lot, but I
Mhm.
haven't really like Final Fantasy. I haven't really beaten any of them except for 4. And I know 4 is the controversial one,
I like
but
4.
to
I
me,
like 4.
it's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, I liked 4 a lot.
We'll do some light. We'll do a little costume quest. Maybe if there's a way we can string it together. Some
Gotta
Luigi's
do
Mansion.
costume quest.
Luigi's Mansion,
Gotta.
if we can make it happen.
I already have I'm gonna probably talk about them closer to Halloween, but there's a list of games I already have installed, like small. Because when it comes to PC horror, I don't care who you are. The ones that master it are the fucking small indie teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight
yeah.
up.
Because there's no borders.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want.
Exactly. And they have, like, when it comes to, like, at least creativity, I feel like theirs is through the roof compared to, like,
Did you play
a bigger company.
What's it called? In the Gray or something like that, or just Gray? I think.
I've never heard of
Forget
that
the
one.
name of it. I don't know. It was another like weird source mod thing.
But yeah, because they don't give a shit about making money. Like the one point and click horror game
They're
I
usually
played,
free too.
yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, they're all free. The one I played, it was an FMV game,
Mm,
and it was point and click, and it was still creepy as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, we gotta play Night Trap.
Night Trap, yes.
Mark, I got all those Resident Evil games installed.
Boy.
The Chronicles, so we got those. We should be recording those this week. Those should go up at some point.
Oh, I'm
soon.
guest appearing on some of those. 'Cause I love
yeah,
I
no,
love that
well-
first game.
Oh, yeah.
I never played
Yeah.
Dark Side.
You need
No, we can totally trade off and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be yeah.
mentioned it before. If you have
Hmm.
time, slide in some Clock Tower.
Yeah, we should do that.
SNES Clock
Tower.
Tower, not play.
We
PS1's good, but just a little bit.
Maybe Thursday after I get my hair cut, I'm off. I'll go to the flea market, see if they got a copy of Clock Tower on PS.
PS1.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, maybe it's on the. Oh no, because the remake or
That
the
was one of the
HD
ones
version.
that never hit.
Yeah, that's in the U.S. or not in the U.S.
You're off Thursday?
I am off Thursday. You off
Uh-oh.
Thursday?
I'm off Thursday.
I'm getting my hair cut in the morning. You want to go to the flea market?
I want to smoke
Did
some
that come in
weed,
the
and
US?
I'll come with you.
Did that come in the US?
Yeah. PS1,
No, the PS1,
the Super Famicom one.
the Super Famicom one never came out on SNES.
Yeah, no.
The one on PS1, that's a totally different Clock Tower game.
Yeah.
But there's an HD Super Famicom version they made on PS1. I don't think it was made in the US.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh my god! I just thought something, guys. We can play the perfect game for Halloween. Super scary, scary to play. I promise. NHL 18.
That's a lot of spoops. I don't know.
That AI.
It's a little too spooky.
I'm sweating right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it for the Free Cheese episode 217. If you like this episode, you can find it and all the rest of our episodes on iTunes and the Google Play Store. You can find them on our website, thefreecheese.com.
And in hell.
And in hell. Yes.
Love hell.
God damn it, October rules. Thefreecheese.com is where you want to go, where you want to be. All of our video content is there and on our YouTube channel, of course, where we will be.
Oh, speaking
live.
speaking of YouTube.
Yes. Go check that out. What do we have? We just did our after 9 months. What's your game of the year?
Mm-hmm.
What's inside will shock you. I promise. I don't know. It's a light week. I don't know what's happening. I don't remember. We just had another episode of Hitman with a Hammer Go Up. If you haven't been watching that series, it's been a lot of fun to record and play. Obviously, think we'll be ready for the raid this week.
This is Destiny.
That's tough. I don't know how. So the thing is, I'm almost at the level cap, but just because I'm the level cap doesn't mean I have the right gear. And then getting the right gear, we got to run through some strikes.
I know. I went to go do a strike last night, and I was like, I'm not doing this shit without you or you. Like, I need a team.
We should strike.
It said like you should
Let me
get a
know.
team of 3, and I was like, I'm gonna wait for Marc and Matt on this one.
Yeah, just let me know when you do it.
Yeah.
I'll just stop what I'm doing.
Yeah, we should do that. Now that I'm like in a.
I can probably strike right now, honestly.
Yeah. Did you unlock them?
Oh, you have to unlock them. Oh, I think I have to complete the story.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
All right. Well,
You're not that far.
I can plow through
to
it.
complete it.
I mean, I just unlocked IO. I can't be that far away.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. You can follow us all on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Ben is at Sev Benz. Marc is at Og_mental. Matt is at Matty Ice 131, and I am at The Free Cheese. That's everything. We got it all.
I think so.
Podcast.
Well, maybe we need another hour to complete it.
Podcast at thefreecheese.com is where you want to send your emails. That's it. That's everything. I got nothing else.
I'm drained.
Say hi
Yep.
to Snow Dorothy.
That's true. If you're listening to this, our cover story should be up now. Go check it out on the freecheese.com. And that's it. See you next week.
Bye.
Mama.
Nope.
Oh, man. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Marc. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, listener. We'll see you next week.